The point of no return is after you press Let's Go Live. Broadcasting on 6 different platforms. And if I know anything, I'm probably going to have my own voice. There we go. We just stopped a disaster from happening. Sorry we're late today. We were actually going to stream 2 hours ago, but I had to update some information, and I like to give you guys sort of heads up on what's been happening. So I see Queen of Karma and Lisa is already in the room. It's got some exciting new things that we're trying to do at the moment. So I'm going to announce today, you're going to be the first persons to know about it if you're here in the chat, but we're actually having my book. I'm going to get my book published. Well, not published, I'm going to get it written and then published. So that's something that's exciting at the moment. But the reason I'm telling you that is because we are working on a structure going forward for the Avengers and who we are, and a collective organisation of volunteers that work tirelessly at producing, we're not producing, but going after scammers and let's call the undesirables that we have in our lives. And that's what we're working on at the moment. So if you weren't here yesterday, you may have seen this logo that I'm about to put up on the screen, which is the AAA, and this is the Anti-Fraud Alliance, which is Avenger Anti-Fraud Alliance. And that is made up of, if I was to try to put a label on it and figure out who we are and what we're all about, then what I'm trying to do is form an organizations where we all remain semi-anonymous except for me, and we all play our own separate roles in fighting crime. And then collectively, we have an alliance of people that work together. And some of the real cool things that we showed you yesterday, I don't know if I showed you, but Crypto G has set up a website for himself as part of the Avenger Anti-Alliance, which you can see at the top here. And he does forensic investigations on different scams that we're investigating. So some of them have taken hours and hours and hours of work, and others have taken hours and hours and hours of work. But, he's available for hire. And, we're not trying to profiteer from this, but we are trying to actually make it sustain itself. I just had a really amazing email from another organization that said that they stumbled across one of my, I talked about them in one of my investigations, and I don't think I can bring that up in a hurry. Maybe I can. Oh, I did. Here it is. So this is an organization that broker Qvse, and we actually featured them in one of our investigations, and it was on DJS Exchange, and their article that they wrote was actually really good. So I gave credit where credit due. They have found that article. Now they would like to work with us, helping to show us some of the technology that they have to fight scams. So I've literally just pressed send to that information now, which is quite exciting. And I will actually bring up the sent email that I sent them. And I spent a lot of time writing the email, and ironically, when I sent that email, I left some of the ChatGPT notes in the email. So hopefully they think I am sincere. But that's the story of my life. But I did have to chuckle at myself when I did that. We've got all mailboxes. I'm looking for sent mail. Oh, here we go. Sent mail today. Smart boxes. How do you find sent mail? Oh, there we go. Sent. And I'll see if I can actually find the actual message they sent me initially. Now I've sent them 3 emails. They must think I'm actually friggin' hopeless. But here we go. So this was me writing about the DS Exchange, and we found an article which I thought was newsworthy. And we basically linked to this broker Qvse people. But these organizations want to work with us. We're really open to it. And we want to form, a better organization around the Avenger Anti-Fraud Alliance. Now, this is something that you won't have seen before. You may have not. Neville, congratulations. You are an Avenger, and we have created you an icon. So how it works is, if you are in the chat room, you may see Queen of Karma's got her lovely icon on. So if I was to look at Queen of Karma, let's see if I can open up her name, and I want to go to her channel. Is that going to work? Did that work? It probably didn't open, so I'm going to open this up. Why does nothing work when you want it to? Is it like the computer's on a go slow today? Okay, right click. Oh, I can't even do it. Nothing's working. Queen of Karma. I'm trying to click on something and it's been naughty. Why has things been naughty when I don't want them to be naughty? Oh, here we go. Go to channel. Right, so when people go to Queen of Karma's channel, you can obviously see Queen of Karma's channel in her videos. She's also got a message at the top. And also we've got the Scarlet, which is the scripter who writes stuff for us. And also if we do the same to Neville, we're going to have a look at Neville. So people can choose your, oh goodness me, nothing works today. So if I go to your channel, we can see that you've got Magical Nev and you've got this avatar. So what we'd like you to do is put this avatar on instead, give yourself the name The Lockdown, and then you can kind of not hide, but protect yourself from the undesirables on the internet a little bit. And you could always, we don't know if you'd like the name Lockdown, but because we know what your profession is, we thought it was quite fitting. But if you want those images, I've uploaded them onto my website, and I've got larger images and smaller images so that you can just right click on them and save them to your hard drive. And so this one here that you're looking at with the PNG, I don't know how technical you are, has a clear background, which means that you can use it. But sometimes when you upload it to a round area, it cuts off the edges. So then we've given you one with a colored background, which gives you a little bit of spacing around the edges. So that's probably the one that you will use for your thing. If you want to do that, you're more than welcome. But that's what I was trying to get finished yesterday. Now, some big stuff has happened for me over the last few hours, and I'm going to give you a bit of an update. So tomorrow is going to be quite a big broadcast for me, because yesterday we talked about how the SEC and the CFTC published information about Goliath Ventures, and they've actually formally charged Christopher Delgado and also Goliath Ventures. I don't know why they do that. I don't understand how that works, but I have actually put together a blog, and it is all about how Goliath Ventures is now allegedly up to 425 million. But the real exciting thing is they now have 174 million where they can see it was paid to directors and staff, which is really, really exciting. So I've written a blog all about this. I've actually even uploaded the photo of people that we call co-conspirators. And I've actually labeled what a co-conspirator is. And it's individuals who contribute to recruit for, endorse, promote, facilitated, or associated themselves with Goliath Ventures in ways that help maintain the appearance of legitimacy and success. And I think that's quite a fair statement to nail on that. Now, I talk about in this article, we'll show you that the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, as everyone fearfully knows that name, they have published a 29-page article, and also the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, otherwise known as CFTC, which we've had meetings with the CFTC. I did have meetings with one of my head Avengers and me, which is quite exciting. But they come up with a 26-page complaint. And what I've discovered, one of my other Avengers said you need to go to page 12. And when I went to page 12, it actually brings up a really amazing thing. It says, at least September 2025, an investigative journalist, and journalist one, began publicly alleging that Goliath was a Ponzi scheme. In response, Goliath's attorney sent, on the 9th of September, a cease and desist letter to journalist one, threatened to sue journalist one for defamation and falsely stating Goliath is and has always been a legitimate company and not a Ponzi scheme. Now, when you get the CFTC publishing stuff about journalist one, it wasn't Darlene from Channel 9 News, and she says I'm not a proper journalist. Well, if it's good enough for the CFTC to call me a journalist, well, Darlene might have to eat humble pie on that one. Anyway, they've acknowledged me as a journalist, and this is definitely talking about me. And then later on, they tried to sue me. Now, why is that relevant? Well, that's what I want to talk about tomorrow. But to me, that is actually quite an emotional thing to actually see that they acknowledged that they were coming at me. And that sort of, why I want to do that is because it just shows the torture that we go through exposing these people. So I've got other scams that we've done. I don't know if you noticed, but when you go to the homepage of Danny DeHeck or DeHeck.com, you actually see that we actually now have put numbers here. And we've got I'm up to about $3.4 billion. I honestly believe that we have exposed that much fraud going on the internet, if not more, but we've got to keep it realistic. I can add up the scams that I've busted to come up with that figure. But it comes at a toll, and even people around me who live with me saying I work too much. I'm a workaholic. I'm totally focused on work all the time, and I'm sure we've all been accused of working too much, but I truly do work too much. I went to bed the other night at 5:30 in the morning. I had 3 hours sleep, woke up out of it, and I went to bed last night about 12 o'clock, and then I woke up today at 5, and then I woke up again at 7. Rushed off to for a meeting that I had at 8:30, and then I went to visit my friend. It's pretty cool. I love the logo, mate. That is so cool. Look at that. Welcome to the Avengers, mate. You're always here, and you're just amazing. So look at that. That's perfect, isn't it? Now notice I think it's cut it off. So you might need to use the other one, or I might need to upload another version so it doesn't cut off the bottom. And that's because you need a bit of padding. So why don't we go fix that for Neville now? We're going to go to this version here, and we're going to go to this. And we are going. So these are the other Avengers. If you haven't seen them, these are people. I shouldn't show you all of them, I suppose, but let's go back to here. So we've got Mad Dog, which is a good mate of mine. I've known for 30 years. He's a lunatic on the internet. We've got Scarlett, which is our scripter, the person that does a lot of the editorial stuff for me. Susie Stealth, which most people you know is in the chat room. She's Admiral, me, Crypto G, Bobby Lane. I call him Larry Lane, but he's Bobby Lane. But he's started calling himself something else yet, and we're having troubles with Bob because he's a bit of a renegade, and he won't put his uniform on when he comes to work sometimes. The Red Raptor, which is a mighty truck driver. Aren't these amazing? Jelly Snack, which is absolutely brilliant at researching and giving us data about Zoom meetings and the like, deep dive investigations. Queen of Karma, we'll give big hugs to Queen of Karma. Actually, you just blow me away, the amount of work and dedications that these people have. And now we've got Lockdown, which is pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do here to help you out there, Lockdown, we're going to go like this. We're going to actually make this here, and then we're going to actually try to put that in the center. And then what we do is assume we know it works on a white background. And then what I'm going to call that one there is Lockdown, and we'll call it Border. All right. And because I don't have your email address, but I would recommend downloading Signal and communicating with me that way, so I can communicate you outside of the chat room here. Because at the moment, what I had to do. So this one here is now called Border. I will now share that. I will download that image. I don't know if the one that you uploaded said it was too large. I don't have a particular way I can help but keep watching. Let's see. Make sure you take care of yourself too. I know. That's what I get told every day. I think I'll make that 2.5, which will give you another version. So this is going to be with a border. Lockdown Border. Oh, that will work. And now I will upload that to my website. So let's go to the website here. Hopefully we haven't going to incriminate anyone here. Let's go to dashboard. Let's go. Oh, no, I have to actually do it another way. Silly me. 1 minute, please, caller. We'll get this done and get this off my desk. Site manager. And we're going to go connect. And I'll just get this done. So those paths, let's go one here. We're going to go content, downloads, uploads. To think about what I'm doing here before I destroy my server. These files are directly uploaded to my FTP site, which is always a bit tricky. Right, so I think I've got that. So now I need to go to downloads, and we're going to go drag. Alrighty, so that means Oh, and it's downloaded the JPG. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know that might work actually. That might work. I don't think you need. All right, so let's go. All right, so let's now go back to you. See if I can find you. Where did I put you? Did I shut you down? I might have shut you down. I did. 1 minute, please. Call everyone and wait. We're just trying to get this right. So let's. Oh, actually, I can go back to here. There we go. Right, so we go down to there. Lockdown. What name do I need to have? I need to change that file name to. All right, so try uploading. I think that's going to work. There it goes, and that will give you more padding. So I'll give you that one there. There you go. There you go. And you can rename your username too if you want to. I don't know if you know you can do that, but we tried doing that earlier on for the scripter. But there you go. So welcome to the crew. Nice to have your support. You're in here every day, mate. You're like Rust. You never sleep. But yeah, so what we're literally trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're actually trying to build a bit of an organization. We're starting to form some real amazing alliances. They've actually just employed us to write an article to promote a scam where they investigated sextortion. And that's, you might have seen me doing a video about that a wee while ago. So that was really, really awesome when organizations are reaching out to and asking us to help promote their content. Broker Chooser, they want to form alliance. They want to show us what they have to offer, which I'm really excited about. So we've sent some good news articles back to them. Like even today, somebody emailed me a whole lot of data from a wallet address. And it's really exciting because we've got, some awesome stuff, from what we're doing there. And I don't know if I can show you this, but I want to give you a wee snippet. I think that will work. I don't know if this is going to work really good or really bad, and I don't know if I should do this, but I think it won't hurt. I'm pretty sure we're pretty cool, but I just want to show you guys, something that we're working on at the moment. Let's see if I can do this without incriminating anybody. Let's see if I have got a Discord one. So what we're doing is we have got ourselves our own Discord server. And if we go back to here, you will see if I have, I can submit a project. And this is what is really exciting about what we're doing. So for example, I could actually come along here and I could submit project, right? And then if I press enter, then it comes up, be the first to boost the server. We don't need to, but it should. Oh yes, now it goes through to this, and then it says I want to submit a project. So to give you an idea, it's going to ask me to confirm, and then it's going to ask me for the project name. So I'm just going to whiz back to what I'm working on today, and I think I might have already done this, but let's have a pretend, and we'll show you what this means. So I've now produced, there we go. So I'm just getting my content in order, won't be a second. So the project name, so this is what we can do now. So this is coming up very soon, but I'm showing you. So the first thing, it's asked me to give me the project's name. So I put the name in there, and that's the opportunity we're looking at today. I'm going to put that there so you can see what we're doing. That's it. And then it's going to ask me for the project URL. So anybody who's on a Discord server will be able to do this. So now I'm just finding the URL. I'm putting the URL in there. I'll just go and get that. So then I put the URL. And then it says, checking the URL. Yep, it works. Screenshots and evidence. So I'm going to actually, going to put a couple of screenshots. First of all, I'm going to just get the home page. I'm going to go one. I'm just getting this from somewhere else. Won't be a second. And then we should have another one. It pops over. And right, so now I should have 3 screenshots that I can submit. So I'm going to upload those. Here's my screenshots. And then I go enter, uploading all 3. And now it says supporting documents, attach supporting documents. So because I've got a blog, so let's just say I've got a whole blog written on this. Let's go back to there. So now what I can do, if you aren't familiar with how to save something, so this is our investigation today, I can actually go Command P for print. And then when that comes up, I can actually save it as a PDF. So now I go save, and it's asking me for the desktop. So I save it on my desktop. So now I can go back to the Discord server, and I go plus and upload a file. And now I'm going to go find that file on my desktop somewhere. Where is it going to be? There it is. So now I'm going to upload that there. It's uploading the file. Great. And now it says team images. So if this website had pictures of their staff or Jimmy the Cricket or whatever it is, but I haven't got that, so I go skip on that one. Wallet addresses. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any of those, so I'm going to skip that. Now it wants to know what network these wallet addresses were on, but I don't have any, so if I don't know what I'm doing, I can go skip. Contract addresses. So that means that Crypto G can go through smart contracts, and if we had those, we can put them, but that's for technical people. But a lot of people using Discord are quite technical. Transcript description. Hashtags must be, don't think we've got any of that stuff either. So it's got the basics there. And also now we've got this really cool thing. It's saying video conferencing. So it wants to know Zoom addresses where this scam is promoted. We don't have them in this particular case, but if we did, we could have added them in there. So we skip that and other information. And then I can just go skip. And before you know it, so anything that we think people need, audio evidence. So recordings of people doing stuff. And now we've got lock and load. So now we've just submitted information to our Discord server. And it's also given me some credits. And we're actually planning long-term to set up some sort of meme coin for Avengers. And then Avengers will actually get credits for providing us information. And if we take on that investigation, that person will get reimbursed in credits for meme coins. And that's sort of what we're trying to accomplish as... so this is what we've been working on for a wee while, and that's really, really exciting. So just wanted to show you that we are working on things in the background, which is actually really good. And just while I'm here, I'm just going to fix up something. Chat room copy, and I'm going to go back to Discord. And see the chat room disappeared when I did that. Now I've got that chat room, so I'm just going to switch those chat rooms out. So next time I go in there, I'll look a little bit more uniform. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. So I hope you enjoyed watching me do that. The other thing I haven't done today, because I've been busy doing other stuff, I haven't checked out Behind MLM, somewhere I like to go. Now, Behind MLM is an unsung hero, in my opinion. If you can support him, he at the bottom of his page pops up this thing he's got where you can pay him $10 a month. If you've got the money to burn and you're a philanthropist, then, do support him where you can. But I think that he could do a lot better updating his website, to be honest, and potentially adding a few cool things in there, maybe Koha or buy me a cup of coffee. I think you'll get a lot more donations, but who knows his financial position? Who knows whether he struggles like me or not? I don't know. But anyway, that's what's happening there. So I usually come down here and I look for new articles, and this is part of my morning routine. I don't know anything about Connecty, but he was really busy because he emailed me apologizing he hadn't got back. But I always come here in the mornings and have a look for any new articles or any mentions, to be honest. We use his information a lot. We come through here, like Autumn, we've done that one already. I haven't done anything on of the other ones. Mining Race, we've done articles on that. BG Wealth Sharing, okay, that's interesting. So BG Wealth Sharing continues fraud alert. Is that still going? Interesting. So I don't know anything come out. This was 13 days ago, but I might have missed this one. Interesting. So today's talk or investigation is actually all about BG Wealth Sharing, ironically. I believe that's $1 billion scam just by the way it was structured and the amount of people that got involved and the claims so it'd be interesting to see what actually comes out about that at the end, but that's all right. Another thing I do quite a lot, sometimes I just even search for my own name in the search engines, and if you do, you can click on news, and sometimes you can actually see news have mentioned any new news articles. So sometimes just doing your own research, you know, is actually quite exciting, and it does change every now and again. So here's an article which I haven't looked at for a long time, but let's have a look there now. It's an article written by somebody else actually about some of the scams that I've been busting in Karachi, and that's book publishing scams. So, it's always interesting. Now, the other one that's going to be interesting is if I go to, I don't know if I can go Christopher Delgado. You can come in here. You can see a month ago, so there's no real news on him. 9 hours ago, so there was a new article. A day ago, a month ago, nothing there. A day ago, 19 hours ago, 19 hours ago, a day ago, 23 hours ago, and a day ago. So there's lots of news articles a day ago, and then we've got month. So that's a good example of a day ago of how you can find information when it hits the fan. So all these articles, day, month, and that would be enough. So now out of all that clicking, so we've got this organizer. It's called News Cord, and they've published articles. Just to be a bit vain, sometimes you can just put the name Danny in there, hope that they mentioned you. But these could all be rewritten from the same thing that we just published our article from. But one day you'll see Danny the Heck News coming up in the search results, and that's something I hope that one day the search engines pick up. But we've got the CFTC charges, Goliath Ventures with $400 million fraud. Gerald Segal, which I got interviewed by a guy called Segal by the New York Times, so I was checking out things like that. It's just a mention, nothing too exciting in there. But as we go through these, we might find something. Bloomberg Law, 12th of August, so this was yesterday. Who's this Bloomberg Law? Learn more, log in. Already pleaded guilty. Looks very similar to my articles. I wonder if I log in whether I'll get anywhere, but you get the idea. It's always interesting to have a wee read of what other people publish. Yeah, you're probably looking at this going, well, some of them are saying 400 million. Some of them, like me, are saying 425 million, and others are saying 397 million. Well, there's two reports, and they've both got different figures, so it is a bit weird. Trading View, now that's really interesting. Like Trading View, that's one of those exchanges that I keep getting mixed up. That's not a scam, but it's good to see them reporting on scams. Here we go. So they've said 425 million, 13,000. So they've read the same document I've read. I wonder if they've mentioned nothing about investigative reporter, because the other article I picked out was only from another area again, so I don't know if it made much sense today, but scanning through stuff, scanning, seeing if anyone said anything I don't already know. But quite proud the fact that they've mentioned Journalist One. Next time I want them to know that they can use my name. I did download Signal. Oh, cool. Well, if you want to add me, search for the user dheck.88, and that's me. That's and you'll find me, and then it'll be lovely to have you there, mate. Signal is where I do all my communication. It's something that I don't use for terrorizing people on the internet, so I don't get it reported, and it's not really a chance of me losing my Signal account. WhatsApp, I had to change my phone number to get that back in order. But anyway, I'm just scanning the internet here, finding out Digital Today. They've called it a $425 million scam as well. Isn't it disgusting, though? So they've tracked $328 million coming in from mum and dad investors through bank accounts, but they've actually calling it a $425 million Ponzi scheme or a scam. So that means $97 million was owed to people in debt, which is just disgusting. But anyway, if you're not being talked about, you're nobody. I like mentions. I love it when mainstream media actually talk about me, because it does actually help me rank higher in the search engines. And that's what we're doing. So I hope you enjoyed the wee talk about the Anti-Fraud Alliance. And also, let's have a look. So, see, Queen of Karma needs to update her logo a little bit, give herself a wee bit of buffer as well. But she's pretty good at doing that, but she might need the original. All right, let's have a look. Refresh this man, see what he looks like now with his new uniform on. No, you still haven't got the new one. Is that me or you? You might want to upload the next logo. Did I? No, still need to get that one right. But you're looking heaps better. It's actually crumbled it quite a bit, hasn't it? Anyway, that's all good. Don't know why it's been naughty. Yeah, so that's quite good. So I think that's about it, really. I don't know. Is there anything else? I'm just trying to think what else we had come in overnight. I don't think we got anything else for you. So we can probably have a look at what we're actually here for today, and that was to do my investigation. Let's see what we've got. Alrighty. So, deheck.com, its job. Oh, I do know something else I can show you in a hurry. If you go to Danny DeHeck, if you come to our website here, YouTube channel, and you click on videos, you'll see that we've got all these square videos here at the moment, and we've uploaded all our music, and that means that it'll be interesting to see which ones get the traffic and which ones don't. But at the moment, there's not much getting much traffic, but some of them have actually got a little bit of traffic. So that's my video that I uploaded this morning. Let's just go to this one. So the idea between these videos is we've actually uploaded them from, if you come along here, you can actually, okay. So we were meant to have a link pointing to, that's not, never mind. We may have got that a wee bit wrong, but there's meant to actually be a link pointing to Soho. And Soho was our music side of it. And you can come along here and you can see that we've now got nearly 40 songs in our playlist. And then the real exciting thing about that, if you were on deheck.com and you now click on our podcast, you'll go off to Buzzsprout, where we host our podcast, and we've now uploaded 39 different songs. So when you click on a song like this, you can now listen to it from our podcast. And if you want the lyrics, they're there. And at the bottom, I know what's happened. This should have theoretically linked through to the podcast, the blog that we wrote at the time, and not all of them have that. So anyway, that's a bit complicated to explain. But long story short, if you were looking at that one particular song and you went to all these different podcasts that host podcast, you'll see that. So we come here, you can now see that our songs are everywhere. So that all these different podcasting platforms, people will now be able to listen to our music. In turn, it will promote our website. And in turn, that will be, that doesn't exist. That's because Podchaser is not available in New Zealand. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing, guys. FM Play, you got to download that, but people can listen to our music on different platforms. They'll click on it. Maybe they like the song. Maybe they visit our website. Maybe they help us bust scams, and that was the mentality behind it. So there, even on Spotify now, people who have a Garmin watch will be able to install the my channel and go running and listen to our music. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, thought I'd share that with you. I always want to share it with people who care. So today we are looking at this investigation called Qvse, and I will get myself in the right frame of mind for that one, and we will get back to it. So that's cool. Have to do some work sometimes. Do you? That's a shame. Well, I know what you're doing for work. Yeah, so good on you, mate. That's good stuff. I think the name is actually perfect, really, isn't it? So, and you're always there, because when bad people go to jail, you can say that you're always there keeping an eye on them. So if we ever want to find out where anyone is or whether they're behaving themselves, let me know. That was going to be cool. All right, guys, so let's get into this one. So this is an interesting curly investigation. It's one that somebody asked me to look into. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and before I went to bed at 5:30 the other day, I produced this investigation. The Pixel's gone out there huffing and puffing. Hope he's all right. Let's get into it. All right. So first of all, I might just listen to it, so I'm familiar. See what we've got.
Headquarters, the qualifications of
Here we go.
Hello, I'm an investigative journalist currently preparing an investigation into Qvse Quant Vest Stock Exchange Limited, and would like to offer the company a right of reply before publication.
Oh, there we go. I didn't even get my introduction right, so I'm glad I went through that first. So let's start this again. Let's go to here. I'm going to show you, let's go to there, and let's go to QVI. And I'm going to say, could you please write me a short, precise introduction that I can read before I do my YouTube live? All right, so let's see if that does that. Well, there, Pix, go back to sleep, Pix. Pix is getting up, walking around. I love the way it says tonight. And I have this battle with ChatGPT, and I go, look, my audience is global, and you keep saying tonight, says don't let me. So this is what it's wrote me after reading my blog.
Tonight, I'm taking a closer look at Qvse, Quant Vest Stock Exchange, a platform claiming to offer cryptocurrency-funded US stock trading and copy trading through professional analysts. Qvse presents itself as a legitimate American financial operation,
Of course.
referencing FinCEN, the SEC, FINRA and SIPC. But when I started checking those claims, I found contradictions, an unfinished legal agreement, questions about its corporate history, and a regulatory warning that immediately caught my attention. Most importantly, I want to know something very simple. When investors send cryptocurrency to Qvse and their dashboard says they own US stocks, were those shares actually purchased? Tonight, I'm going to show you what I found.
Right, tonight we're going to show you what we found. That's quite cool. And it said tonight, but we ain't got no tonight. So let's get into it. Yes, we are global. That's right. We're Aussie, Aussie lands, which is quite cool. All right, so let's just put that back to make sure it's working right. Let's get into it, eh? Let's see what we can come up with. I'm taking a closer look at Qyse. What's that mean? No idea myself, but we'll discover it together. It's actually an exchange, and the official name is
Quant Vest Stock Exchange.
Quant. Was it Quant? Let's have a listen. Try to get it right. Whoops. I just stuffed that up.
Quant
Vest Stock Exchange. And you might just think it's just another name that means nothing, but there's a darker and a more, there's a lot more to that name than you may realize. And I'm going to actually show you guys why that is the case in a few minutes. A platform claiming to offer cryptocurrency funded US stock trading and copy trading through professional analysis. You guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. There won't be any professionals that we can see or touch or smell. It's just all fabricated. But let's just go down this road of discovery together. Qvse presents itself as a legitimate American financial operation. You'd expect to be able to check out their offices then, wouldn't you? If they're in America. Referencing FinCEN and SEC, FINRA, and SIPC. But when I started to check those claims, I found contradictions. An unfinished legal agreement, brilliant. Questions about its corporate history and a regulatory warning that immediately caught my attention. And I was quite surprised to find a regulatory warning, to be honest, and I'll explain why in a few minutes. Most importantly, I wanted to know something very simple. When investigators sent cryptocurrency to Qvse and their dashboard says they own US stocks, were those shares actually purchased? So you know what I'm getting at? Well, what you may not understand is that if you're going to send money and buy stock, did they actually get purchased properly? Or did the middleman not get to the stock exchange to actually purchase them when you gave them the money? You can answer that question yourself in a few minutes. But anyway, what I wanted to show you was we currently have over 300 investigations that we've done since I've been doing this since April, over 5 years ago. And in here, you'll see literally 300 scams. But one of those scams that we're looking at today, and I'm calling it a scam out of the gate, was actually one called, so we're looking at here, and here it is here. So it's Qvse and WX. I think the WX is meant to be a space, so let me put a space in there. But you may think it's new. No, we started investigating this about 1.5 years ago, maybe a year ago, don't know now. CR Group LLC. And then it renamed itself to Single Raiders. We actually took that website down ourselves, the Avengers did. And then we saw BG Wealth Sharing, PO Wealth Sharing, Apex Investment Group, Nexo, Swiftwave Capital, and now we've got this version of it. And this version of it, QVI Markets, Vista, New Era, Polar Tensor, and even SFC Vibe Rating. We believe all those brands have all come out of the same scam factory. And the reason I'm saying that is because their similarities are just too familiar. And you sort of always start to see a bit of a pattern. Of course, there's lots of other like-minded scams, but we're not going to go into those today. So I got my magnifying glass out and I decided to start having a quick look at this company. Now, to be honest, I had hardly nothing to go on. And I'm thinking, how can I build an investigation on this company when I have nothing to go on? Well, I found something to go on. And this song, it's brilliant. Listen to this. The intro.
They built another website overnight, put Wall Street pictures underneath the lights, a shiny little logo, a certificate too. A man you've never met says, I got something for you. Don't worry about trading, we've got experts inside. Just follow the signals, come along for the ride. Deposit your crypto, we'll handle the rest. Our artificial genius only picks the best. They got SSC written all over the screen, FINRA and FinCEN to make it look clean. But registration doesn't mean what they say, and somehow that detail gets hidden away. If the money was easy, if the profits were free, why would some stranger need an investment from me? Wake up before you pay up. Learn before...
There's words, wake up before you pay up. Now, you might have seen I've already on the website. Just going to show you the website of this scam. It was the most poorly written website I've ever seen in my life, and I mean that because I've seen lots of poorly writtenly bad websites. But what is interesting about this website is the fact they have download the app. So you click on download the app, and do you go to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store? No, you don't. You get a QR code that if you scan that, you'll be given a a configuration file to install on your phone, and your phone will come up and say, are you sure that you want to install this file because there is a security risk? Everybody in the chat room will tell you not to worry about the security risk. It's just something that happens. In the meantime, they could have just milked all the data off your phone. Potentially, they could have just downloaded your whole phone because you didn't think you were in danger. So never do that. If somebody has a download link, it will take you off to the Google App Store. When you go to the Google App Store, you can normally verify whose app, who the developer is, and you can find a lot more information about who's behind the company, and that gives you a bit more peace of mind. Now, don't do it. This one will never take you to the Google App Store because the Google App Store wouldn't let their app be published in the Google App Store. Now, in saying that, 6 or 7 apps in the last 24 months have actually been listed in the Google App Store, even though we know they're running a scam, because some of these companies now set up a legitimate company, a legitimate website, and claim that they are the ones that are producing the app. But then they set up a different domain name and they run this whole website with different domain names but use the same branding, and the average user won't notice the difference. So don't be surprised if you did find this app, if they have one, in the Apple App Store, but you may find it's when you go to the terms and conditions, you'll find that they have another persona, and that's what we've had previously lots of times in the past. But anyway, pretty basic website. You can actually have a look at that and make up your own mind. There were some fundamental flaws that made me laugh. When you click on, I think, copy trading, you can actually go into the user agreement and it will actually bring up a page that you can actually read. But there were places where I could actually access the back end of the website. And because I know a little bit about coding, I was able to, the user agreement, no, it's not that one, but one of these other agreements that I could actually do, I could bypass their pop-up screen. Maybe, here it is. So now I can't get to the words behind, but because I know what I know, and you can do the same yourself, you can right click on it and you can go expect. And then when you get that code, that box that pops up that doesn't let you go anywhere, you can literally just turn that code off, which we can just cut. No, we can actually go, I think we can actually go delete element, right? So now we've got rid of the box, but it's still grayed out. But you can take it to another level. You can also delete that element. Before you know it, you now have the text that you can actually copy and actually have full access to. So in my eyes, I just went select A, copied all the text top to the bottom. Then I started going through each page of their back end of their website without even logging into the website. So basically what I'm saying is I can go through and examine every part of their website, even though I haven't created an account, haven't plugged in a wallet, and haven't done anything crazy. I notice now they have KYC. So this has been updated. So KYC would be propagated with people's information if I did create an account, but because I haven't created an account and I've shut off some software that allows me to see certain things, you can see I get the templated website, but I don't get the one with the data in it. Now, I don't want the one with the data in it. I don't need it, but I did think it was quite interesting when I was doing this investigation to be actually able to go through the whole website back inside and out without actually creating an account, which is absolutely fantastic, but nothing really special to see here. So what intrigued me? Why did I want to do an investigation? Well, it wasn't just because somebody told me to have a look at it. It was because it was connected to BG Wealth Sharing. Exactly the same. Copy, paste trading. No such thing. So Qvse Exchange is a stock exchange strictly regulated by the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, the SEC, and the Financial Industry Regulator Authority, otherwise known as FINRA. So there you go. What else do you need to know, ladies and gentlemen? Start getting your money out of the bank straight away and start piling into this app so you can watch your app grow with balance every day until you want to withdraw the money. They might even let you take out a little bit of money to make you feel like you can do more, but not more than you put in. And also, if you're a prominent person and you're recruiting, they'll probably let you take out more money than you put in. As long as you're bringing in more money, everyone's happy. Well, everyone's happy in the back end, not the front end. Anyway, when Qvse, I don't even know how to pronounce that if it is a word, because it's an acronym.
Qvse.
Crescent, maybe Crescent. Quant Vest Stock Exchange.
Quant
Vest Stock Exchange. So there you go. That's a fancy name. So I actually haven't done this yet, But we could actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into here and I'm actually going to put that word somewhere. Where is my wording for this one? Have I actually set it up? I'm pretty sure I've set it up. One trade balance. That is a good question, Danny. I did set this up, I'm pretty sure. I know. Oh, there it is. Oh, yes, there it is. So what I might do is where it talks about the name, I might actually just put name, and I might just put that name in there just in case I'm searching one day. Oh, it didn't have enough room. I didn't copy the whole lot. What's going wrong there, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, there we go. We'll get it back. So now I have the actual name. Paste. And oops, daisy, all falling apart here, ladies and gentlemen. I just have one job to do, and I stuffed it up. Okay, so let's just make that nice and bold. I'm pretty tidy when I get myself going. All right, so what did that actually mean by doing that, Danny? Well, it meant that if I ever search for that phrase again, I'll be able to find this website easier, and that's just my database. So let's go to the internet, search for this exchange, and look, we've already got a listing in a Facebook page somewhere, which I haven't listed.
Quant Vest Stock Exchange Limited, Qvse, is a U.S. registered corporation in Colorado that claims to operate as an international trading platform. However, public fraud alerts and consumer warnings identify entities linked to Qvse as active Ponzi schemes utilizing fixed daily trading signals.
Wow, that sounds exciting. I am live at the moment doing a video about this company. If anyone's interested in joining me, would love to know people's experience. All right, so let's see if I can make that come up there. So there was, so that's what happened when I searched for this. There was a whole thread about this company, so that didn't help me very much, but it did help the warning that come up. And also, I think they're all from the same one, but I did notice that another name come up which I hadn't seen before, so I'm going to click on that, and click on that. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on Danny the Hex post, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click on that. So why did I click on that? That's because if you notice what I've just done, they've abbreviated their company, and they've made it so people have to search that long name. But most people might just search for this name, and then what comes up? Here we go. So is it the same thing or another company? Let's have a wee look.
The acronym Qvse refers to multiple distinct entities, most notably an alleged fraudulent crypto investment scheme under Global Investment Group, a music artist, and an educational body.
Right, so it's pretty hard. It did find it, but it gave me 3 alternatives. Maybe that's how they hide. But the one thing I did like, I noticed that my blog come up first. And we've also got another Facebook page. And anyway, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole, but I just wanted to show you why they have. So now we've got what looks like a completely different website. Is it offering the same thing? Qualified eligible business requirements, net worth requirements, income requirements, institutional, and I don't even know if this is associated to the company. I'm just trying to find risk disclaimer. So it's obviously an investment company. And I don't know whether it's 2025. So I don't know. So we've got a company here called Quant Vest Capital Management LLC. So I'm even going to go back to my own information and do a search, and I don't find anything in that name. And now I'm going to go back and just see if I mentioned anything about LLC, and I didn't. So now I've stumbled across something that looks kind of, well, to me, it looks a bit scammy. Warning, this private offering available exclusively to qualified enabled persons, defined under CFTC Regulation 7. So it's basically saying that they're part of the 506C or B clause where you have to be an authorized investor, which is just stupid. But anyway, so what I would do if I was looking at this thinking, is this a similar sort of company? I literally go to archive.org. I chuck that into there and I have a look at that. And then I go off to URL scanner, and I chuck that in there and go publish. So now what have I got? I've got a whole lot of rubbish. So let's see if I can find. So that's gone away and it's doing a search. Where's the Wayback Machine? The Wayback Machine. Oh my goodness. So this company seems to have a digital footprint going back to 2002. So I'm guessing that this company has been indexed 46 times, and I'm just about guessing that their domain name died and it used to be used for something else. This is a placeholder homepage for our website. So who knows? But it looks like the domain name does have a history. So the last time it was indexed was back in 2023, which from my experience, this company has let their domain name expire. Somebody has found the domain name and re-registered, and this will actually help. It's a good domain name to buy if you had a company around that brand, because simply what they're trying to do is pass off the history that this domain name has with the search engines. But in saying that, nothing is under here. So there's been nothing for the last, I think we're down to the last, for the last 3 years, and now the domain name's popped up again. So is this a scam? What is it? Is that a scam? Or is it just bad luck? In my opinion, 100% a scam. If I go to this website and I look at this website has no history. If it did have a history, it wasn't their history to have. That makes sense. And also now we're actually doing a search, trying to find some information on the website, and it's coming back with nothing at the moment. Anyway, so not to get crazy on you, but let's have a look. Here's another one that's called Global Invest Group. I don't know why that came up, but this name could be, they could be passing off. I'm going to get rid of that. They could be passing off somebody else's name. If I found a company like BlackRock and their name was Black Block, then I would look at this and go, I see why they've picked that name. Oh my goodness, that's me. So you can see when I search for them, we already come up. We found that Facebook page that I already mentioned, and I've posted people in here. Okay, so now we've found insider.com, and we've found something being published on the 7th of December 2025, which just coincides around about the same time when I started investigating Goliath Ventures. And in here they talk about their company registration number, and they have their company. They have they're in good standing certificate, the MSB registration number, FinCEN, which means that a lot of these companies will register with FinCEN, and then if you go there, you will see it's just a registration and doesn't give them any credibility of being true and real. But anyway, that's certainly interesting, because to be honest, that's the first time I actually found any information on this company other than a regulator warning. But does this mean they're real? No, because if you come through here and you try to find the author, you actually find that this is probably a paid advert. And if you're clever enough, you can actually find the author. And when you click on his name, it says this author is not a genuine person. It's just a scammer. Anyway, there you go. So that's what we've got. So we've done a bit of a search around the internet. This looks like something completely different. Is this a genuine company? There's a lot of 8s in its phone number. Would you believe it's 888-803-8828? That is 1234. That's got 7 8s. That's a pretty good phone number. So this could be a legitimate company. How to grow your wealth. Start investing with us today. And this could probably be a legitimate company. And they're based in the United States of America. So when you look at this website, and you could think that this website potentially is associated to them, and you just want to be careful. But I don't think it is. I don't think that's associated. I don't believe that this has got anything to do with the website we're looking at, and that's how you go down a rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, so when the quantum, the first landed on my radar, I immediately recognized a pattern. It presents itself as a sophisticated international trading platform where investors could deposit cryptocurrency and convert it into US dollars, trade American stocks, and automatically copy supposedly experienced traders. No proof of that. Regulatory credentials were prominently displayed. The platform talked about compliance and investor protection, and experienced investors were told they could follow an analysis easy profits. Anytime somebody says that trading is easy, just hang up on them, okay? It's not true. I banned one of these people telling me that I need to buy fake users the other day, and now they've put a request in saying that they were genuine. Anyone offering me AI views and claiming that they're genuine are just going to get banned, all right? Just saying, don't panic. Got to be careful how you say quantum. I know that you say it sounds like something else. Quanta? Quanta? Gunte? I don't know. I wonder if I should put a wee border around your name. I might do that. Wonder if we should make Neville look as comments. Let's see if we can do something tricky here. So we've got a color. We've got a border. We're going to do a color. And we're going to make that nice about there. We're going to make it orange. Orange. Let's see if we can make it a burnt orange. There we go. Burnt orange. Color. We're going to have a motion color. I'm just doing my housework now. And there we go. And there we go. Now we've got, that looks a bit better. Oh, maybe not. Hold up 1 minute, please, caller. Might have to make that a bit orangey. Yeah, that's it. How's that? I think that looks all right. Put a border around you, Nev. Your messages look a bit flashy, don't they, eh? I'm going to remove the content and put it back, see what happens. Does it work? Oh, sometimes. It depends how much. Yeah, so there you go, making it look tidy. Anyway, so after investigating hundreds of online investment schemes, I've learnt not to judge these operators by how professional their website looks. In this particular case, the website looked like crap. The important questions are always what am I trying to say? The important questions are always behind the interface. Who owns the company? Who regulates it? Where does the money go? Are investments real? Which you might think is a strange thing to ask a company that's claiming it's doing investments. But let me tell you now, it's not real. It's a scam, all right? And can the claims being used be established trusts, accurately be independently verified? So any claim that people make, you're allowed to ask. It's not an illegal thing, whether it's true and genuine. And you can ask them for their licenses. And if they give you a screenshots, no, that's not good enough. You want to go to the company that issued those licenses and find out exactly what that license means. So yesterday we had a license, but they weren't licensed to do what they were claiming they were doing. They were only licensed theoretically to be a mortgage broker. And then we found that they just grabbed some other mortgage broker's name and started saying they were the same person. So they couldn't even verify or validate who they were. That's what they do. And I'll just tell you a wee story because I'm mad about stories. Yesterday I had a lady ring me. She has been scammed by a book publishing company. Originally, she wanted a logo designed, and then they talked her into doing a website. So she had a website designed. She was a lady who made furniture. So that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Well, what happened? They created her a logo. They created her a website. It didn't quite get finished as per normal. Anything that you get from a Pakistani software house that's running a scam, they never finish the website because they want to keep upgrading you all the way along. And then, would you believe that people saw her logo on her website and they wanted to sue her because of copyright. So because she didn't have her logo copyrighted, because she didn't want to do that, they claimed that some lawyer was going to sue them. And then guess what? The scam company decided that they would help her with her legal case. And they even provided her an Australian lawyer that was going after them. And they were fighting her they were offering to fight her in the courts for the copyright claim that this lawyer has alleged they did. And the whole lot was all fabricated. But this is what some of these scams are doing at the moment. So it does make you laugh your head off when you hear them. I thought, I've never heard of that one before. But anyway, all scams are similar. What initially caught my attention wasn't how familiar the model felt. There were elements that reminded me of BG Wealth. Copy trading is the word that gave it away. Cryptocurrency funding, international recruitment, and an investment platform wrapped in language of financial legitimacy. That did not mean the two operators were connected. Of course not. And I was going to suggest otherwise. I wasn't going to suggest otherwise without evidence. Then I found something I wasn't expecting. So on July 2026, the Security Exchange Commission for Ghana, yes, I said Ghana, published a warning naming online entities it said were promoting offerings, investment products without the required licenses. Well, these people were telling me they're licensed. So why is this saying this? Anyway, let's carry on. BG Wealth was on that list. So was, and I'm going to read that name. What's it called?
Quant Vest Stock Exchange.
Quant. What name does that sound like then? Quant. Oh, I got it. Quant. Let me say Quant Hunter. Is that the one? Yeah, anyway, does it start with C? I'm getting it now, Nev. That wasn't enough to make me look, considerably deeper. I began preserving the Quant's own documents and statements, examining the corporate records, regulatory claims, website history, copy trading model, and cryptocurrency deposit systems and legal agreements. I found a Colorado corporation formed years after Quant says it's, now that's actually helping me say it now. Quant says it's been operating a stock certificate apparently identifying Mac Hunt. Oh, is that his name? Let's get his name right. Mark Hunden. Am I going to get that right? I wonder if I got that right. That's going to be identifying. Hold up, let me use my mouse properly. Or
Mark Huden.
Mark Huden as the holder of 10 million shares. Conflicting statements about SEC and FINRA regulations, and a legal agreement that appears to have been published before someone finished filing the template. Those are the findings. Initially proves that Quant is a scam. None of those findings initially proved that Quant was a scam. Just because they didn't file out the paperwork and the dates don't line up, that's not a problem. We'll just still pretend it's not a scam. But they raise questions that anyone considering spending cryptocurrency to this platform deserves to be answered. And that's where the investigation began. A stock exchange no one seems to know of. So here we are saying that we've got our own stock exchange, but no one else has heard of it. Quant presents itself as established American financial technology company. Mate, that sounds amazing. On its platform, it states that it was founded in April 2022, headquartered in New York, USA. Boy, that sounds prestige. Positioning itself as a bridge between cryptocurrency and the US stock exchange. Well, that is amazing. So I started with something basic. I went looking for the company behind the name. The corporate entity identified as Quant Vest Stock Exchange Limited, a Colorado corporation under the identity, and there's the big identity number. I won't put myself through reading that. The Colorado Secretary of State. I reviewed records. Its article of incorporation was filed on the 9th of June 2025. Now, why are we talking about April 2025? And now we're talking about June 2025 when they're claiming the same company. Well, let me carry on. That creates an immediate gap in history. Ooh, nothing unusual here. Quant says it was founded in April 2022, but the American corporation bearing its name appears more than 3 years later. That doesn't prove Quant didn't exist beforehand. There could have been another company. What's it, junction? Jurisdiction or earlier structure. Now, I'll give you an example that I started investigating Goliath Ventures on the 1st of September. On the 3rd of September, they shut down the company in Florida. And I thought, the game's up. But then we found out later on that they opened up a new company in Wyoming on the 3rd of September as well. So did Nadia Bringus, but let's not start talking about her. But behind that, which means that they could have just changed the corporate company to a new entity. Who knows? But we tried to find it and we couldn't find it anywhere. But where is it? Yeah, we couldn't find it. The current website doesn't provide an obvious explanation for what legal entity operates Quant between April 2002 and June 2025. Now, you think if they did have a name change or a history or about us page, they would explain that. But just so happens they didn't bother to get around to it because it mustn't have been important. The current domain, and that's quantwx.com, which doesn't help establish that history either. So what do we do when we get a domain name, ladies and gentlemen? We put it straight into the archive machine and we press enter. And now we're going to see it going back to April 2025. No, we won't. It won't have any history unless. So now I'm going to put that name into URL scan, and it's going away and having a wee looky. Here, it says the Wayback Machine doesn't know who the F it is, has no idea what that domain name's from. Now, remember, this company's been around since April 22, and now we're going to have a big deep dive using the URL scan. Now, we are actually going to update some pretty cool stuff soon. So if you go to theheck.com, and you'll see that we have what we call utilities. And when you click on utilities, it goes off to a page I called links, and that's where I link to other people. But what we want to do is we want to actually show you some of the cool stuff that we are actually using to do our investigations. And that's where you'll find links like to the Wayback Machine and the URL scanner. I use URL scan every day. We're not affiliated with them any day. We'd love to be affiliated with them and would love them to sponsor our channel. Please, please, please sponsor my channel. That'd be absolutely brilliant. But here we are. We can see now that this domain name is 2 months old. So isn't that fantastic? A company that's been around since 2022, their domain name is only 2 months old. So it's getting easier and easier, isn't it? So that doesn't help establish the history either. When I checked the Wayback Machine, I found no archive captured of the domain name. A URL scan, and I've even put the website address of the URL scan in there. Capture confirms that. I actually wonder if I can actually do that. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I might try doing that for this one, and then one day I'll look back and see whether it's stuck. But what we're going to do, we're going to edit that. We're going to come into here, and we're going to go to URL. Let's go URL. URL scan. Yeah, there it goes. So URL scan, and we're going to actually make that bold, and that did work. And then we're going to actually make it link, chuck that in there, and hopefully next time somebody clicks on that, if anyone's got a hand free of clicking, if you go to the link I just put in the window, I'd be curious to see whether you see the same thing that I see when you go to the URL scan, or does it ask you to do something different? Because I'm just wondering if that's going to stay there for the rest of its life. But anyway, what I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, it's not rocket science. It is pretty obvious that this site isn't what they claim to be so far. Now, we could be wrong. Could be all made up. I'm just going to go back to refreshing that and see whether I can find URL scan. URL scan. There it is. And so when somebody clicks on that now, it will open up a new page, and hopefully it will private scan. Private scan. I thought it was private scam. What's that mean? Don't know. Anyway, it's 2 months old. Get over it if you think it's longer. I'd be a bit concerned, to be honest. Anything that claims it's 4 years old, and then we find their domain name's 2 years old, there could be a perfectly simple answer for that, but who knows what that is. Anyway, let's carry on. All right, they're operating since the 5th of August 2026, but that is a long way from demonstrating a business was operating since 2022. Couldn't have said it better myself. Then another document gave me a name. Quam displayed what purports. Was that what?
Purports.
Purports to be the stock certificate number 001, dated the 9th of June 2025. And it had that guy's name on it again, as the owner of a 10 million fully paid non-assessable shares in Quant Vest Stock Exchange Limited. So this person here was the lucky man of owning 10 million shares. So if they become worth $1 each, he's going to have $10 million worth of shares. Isn't that great? The certificate itself says the company is authorized to issue 10 million common shares. Is that right? So that's the stock exchange numbers. On the face, therefore, the document appears to show Hunton receiving the entire authorized share capital. Oh, so one man owns all the shares. Well, that can be dangerous. What happens if he sells them in a hurry? That's called pumped and dumped. I'm not treating that certificate alone as independent proof that Mark ultimately owned, beneficially controlled, or continued to own Quam. Shares ownership can change, and a document displayed by the company needs to be independently tested. Could be just a cut and paste and they changed it in Photoshop. Who knows? But it gives me something important to investigate. The name individually appeared connected to the ownership of the Colorado Corporation from the day it was formed. Oh my goodness, that was a mouthful. There's also the question of who Quam is actually, where it is actually based. The platform describes the headquarters to be in New York, while the FinCEN document gives 3190 South in Colorado. So it's telling us that they're situated in a different location. And let me have a look at that. Oh, how convenient that is. It's near a cafe. Let's have a wee look and see if we can find it on a map. And there it is there. Can we actually give it a... So this is where they say they are. Let's have a look. And we are in the lake. Is that what I'm seeing? We're in the lake. We're in the beach. Well, that's just great. Are we for real? That's kind of funny. I don't know if that's right. They can't be right. Let's try that again. Anyway, point being, they are there, going by the address. I don't know why that address would actually be a lake. But anyway, you get the idea. Anyway, so they're meant to be situated. That's not a lake. I must have done something wrong there. Just excuse me. Money Management International. That's a good place to pretend we're close to them. Is that the same? Well, let's have a look at that. Oh, here they are. Money. So these people here, they could be anyone. Let's see. Look at the lady's laptop. Oh, she's even got a movie. She's happy. She's got a head banner on. Money Management. Oh, these look like stock photos. But anyway, that isn't the same company we're talking about. But anyway, that's a company that theoretically has the same or similar address. Anyway, as a business address, promotional material also associated Quam spokesperson Robert Hayes in New York, but has yet to establish the substantial New York headquarters implied by Quam's own description. So we want to see your officers and the staff, if you wouldn't mind. None of these discrepancies alone answer the larger question of whether Quam is legitimate. What they do establish is the corporate history investors are being presented with is not yet the corporate history I can independently reconstruct. I have no idea where they're situated. By June 2025, the trail becomes much clearer. The Colorado Corporation appears. The stock certificate naming mark is dated the same day as the FinCEN registration flows. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? So they went and did both certificates in one day. Well, that's pretty normal, isn't it? The missing piece is 3 years. Quam says it came before it. So we're missing 3 years of history. And if you go back to the same thing happened to BG Wealth Sharing, they were claiming they were going since 2018. And we found their website code that was copied over and over and over again, and it had the date hard-coded into 2018. So they had to go with it, otherwise it was stupid. Anyway, long story short, it's all stupid. Don't fall for it. Regulated or registration still underway. Quam's led heavy on regulation to establish trust. So it's not us picking on them, it's what they're trying to do. When you go to their website, they are proving that they are regulated because they're using it to build trust. Across its platform, investors are shown references to FinCEN, SEC, FINRA, SIPC, RIA status, AML, and KYC. To someone unfamiliar with the US financial regulator, the collection of acronyms can create the impression of a business surrounded by layers of government oversight. So I separated the claims and checked what each one actually meant. The closest point to Quam FinCEN Money Services registration, The document displayed by Quam's identifies Quant Vest Stock Exchange Limited under MSB registration number blah blah blah. I'm not suggesting that document is fabricated. Well, I am actually. It's actually a real document, but it doesn't mean what they say it means. It just means they filed an exemption for a company that doesn't exist, and they managed to get themselves listed on the MSB registration. Now, how do we know that? Well, we remember Goliath Ventures was also doing something similar. So if I went down to here and I went to just use Goliath Ventures as an example, and we'll try and find their, there it is. So this is the MSB registration, and this is where they claim that they are, applying for a license. And I don't know why, but they've seemed to updated this, because it used to be a big red writing basically saying, oh, there it is. Yeah, so they've got warnings all the way through this normally, but most of the investigations that we look into have this big ugly warning all the way through it saying that people use this form to basically abuse the fact that they claiming that they are regulated, and even the MSB registration normally. Well, this is the warning. I think they've updated it.
Fraudsters are using FinCEN's MSB registration process to defraud the public. You should not trust a company only because it is listed in the MSB registrant search. Fraudsters are attempting to steal money by claiming to be an MSB, approved or endorsed by FinCEN. These criminals mislead people by telling them it is safe to send funds to or invest in a business, simply because it is listed in FinCEN's MSB registrant search. FinCEN does not approve or endorse any business that is registered as an MSB. Any such claim and similar claims are false and may be part of a scam.
Right, so that would be something else that would be good to include. Yeah, so I'm going to actually include that. So what do we need to find? We need to find fin. So I'm just going to search for the word fin, and I might just link through to that actual fin, FinTech registration, FinCET. Let's go here. There it is here. So let's go one more down. FinCET registration. There, FINRA. And I sort of try to link to as much. Right, there we go. So let's have a look. And it might be a good idea. It's a service business registration. Yeah. Now, the funny thing is, if I went to here, I added that there, put that there, make that pop up in a new window. And if I went to the FinCET registration, which we've got here, and I try to do a search on that number, I'm wondering if it'll actually come up anywhere. So, because it will come up, but it means they've applied for something that's not related. That's all. People get excited when they see that. So there's that number there, FinCET, and it doesn't have that number. I wish it had a place I could put that number, though. I know where I want them to put that number, but it's probably not allowed to be set on the internet. And you can see that number now comes up when people search my site. Isn't that great? Okay, let's go FinCET mission, about FinCET. Oh, we've got search. Let's try putting that number in there. And let's see if we can find this actual company. Here we go. Ready to knock. Can't find that number anywhere. But yeah, so what I'm getting at is you go down these, I'm going to leave that link in there. And we will update, and we'll go back to reading our blog. Anyway, I'm not suggesting that document is fabricated. Well, make up your own decision. You'd have to be brain dead, wouldn't you, really, if you thought it was real? But they're just applying for something. Doesn't mean they've got something. It's like, it's like applying to buy a new Tesla, but never having the Tesla in the first place. It hasn't been built yet. I don't know. Bad example. But the document itself contains an important warning that deserves more attention than the registration number. FinCEN states it does not recommend, approve, or endorse any business that registers as a money services business, and that it does not verify the information submitted by the MBS. That matters because Quam is not merely presenting itself as a money transmitter. It tells investors they can deposit cryptocurrency, convert it into US dollars, and use the funds to trade on the American Stock Exchange, otherwise known as the ETFs. Then the regulatory story becomes much clearer. In one legal disclaimer, Quam states that it is a stock exchange strictly regulated by the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission, otherwise known as SEC, and the financial industry regulator, otherwise known as FINRA. Wow. Yet, elsewhere, under its own compliance qualifications, Quam says SEC, FINRA, and SIPC registration is underway. So what is it? Maybe they never updated the website. Now, I'm sure they'll update their crypto wallet paying address if you wanted to deposit money. So now I'm looking at another website I don't remember looking at, and it's the SIPC, the Security Investor Protection. So I didn't know this one, so I'm actually going to go back now. I'll go back to my blog, and we're going to update this as we go, because anything I can do to help people click on buttons and verify whether something's true in general, I think it's going to be worth our weight in gold. So we might just, so we're looking through here, that one there, that one there, that one there. I think we'll do that. I think we will. I don't know if that's near the top. I just don't know if that's the best place for it. Let's have a look and see where it is. That one there. All right, so maybe we can actually add these in here. We'll go through that one there first. I'm just wondering if we can do this in a nicer way than I'm doing it right now. Oh my goodness, I just shut the whole screen down. Update. I've got this all stuffed up. I'm doing too much, you see. Trying to save the world. Right, and that's going to be that. Update that one. FINRA. Wonder if we can find that in a hurry. FINRA.org. There we go. We're going to go to that one as well. So we're going to go that, and then we'll save that. And SEC, we might as well do the whole lot. Now, we didn't come this far, only to come this far. SEC, which is that's looking good. The Security and Exchange Commission. And we will put that in there as well. Take off that. Wish you could just think about things and have them done rather than doing them magically. And then we've got FinCEN, which we've already got listed, but we will do it again. So we've done all three. We didn't come this far, only to come this far. So we'll do it all again. And all these websites and KYC, I don't know about KYC, how we can link that one through, but it won't really matter. So out of all that there, the reason I did that is for your viewing pleasure. So the roadmap goes further, saying it intends to complete the upgrade of SEC securities dealer license in 2026. Those statements do not sit comfortably together. If Quam is already strictly regulated by FINRA, why is FINRA registration still described as being underway? Okay, if securities dealer registration is still being pursued, what regulated entity is it currently executing the U.S. stock trades Quam says customers can make today? So it's basically saying that I'm fully licensed to be an Uber driver, but I'm still applying for my license. Quam also lists RIA. So what is this one? Is this something similar? Do we have to go through this whole process again? I'm just curious to know if there's a website, because I'm learning as we go. Registered investor. So does that work? Is that the same? What is a regular investor RIA? Oh, yeah, that's good. I know it's going to give me the link. That's what we all want. Oh, here we go. Act. No. That would be quite handy though, guys. Just saying. If we can find that website. Is that part of FINRA as well? SEC. Wonder if we just go and then go .org. Is that a thing? Or has another company got that domain name? I think another company's got the domain name because it took so long to load. But anyway, so it's waiting for all its registrations, but it's still operating in business. As an existing compliance qualification, again, that is a specific claim that should be capable of independent valid verification through a clearly identifiable legal entity, registration number, or regulatory record. So we've got crickets when we started searching for that stuff, but I carried on anyway. This is where the distinctions becomes critical. Let's listen to this, guys. A FinSec MSB registration is not the same thing as an SEC registration. FINRA membership, SIPC protection, or authorized to operate a security exchange. So just because they've got all those flash names bouncing around that you may be familiar, doesn't mean they're qualified for this activity that they are doing. Those are different legal and regulatory relationships. The investors should not be expected to treat one as proof for the others. By this point, the question is no longer whether Quam could display a certificate. The question was whether the regulatory status being presented to the investors actually matched the financial services the platform claimed to provide. So it's like basically saying I have an import license to import food, but then you're actually importing vehicles. It's completely different. The legal agreements they forgot to finish. This is funny. Once I started questioning the Quam's regulatory claims, I turned to the documents investors were actually expecting to accept when using, expected to accept when using the platform. One of those was the Quam internal stock copy platform disclaimer and liability waiver agreement. For someone presenting a company claiming to operate inside the regulated US financial system, I expected the legal language to be precise. Instead, I found what appeared to be the unfinished template. Under applicable law, Quam agreement states this agreement shall be governed by the Constitution in accordance with the law of, for example, Delaware. Hello, somewhere else. That comes, what's that word?
Arbitration.
Then comes the arbitration provision. Any dispute shall be resolved by arbitration before the American Arbitration Association, otherwise known as AAA, very similar to the Venture Anti-Fraud Alliance, isn't it? In the name of state. So now there's another organization popping up here. Just give people every organization that we're associated with. Well, let's make up we're associated to all the organizations that America has, and people just get bamboozled and stop doing due diligence. No, we're going to carry on doing due diligence. Those placeholders appeared in a document investors are being asked to accept. The governing state is not been filed. The state has not been filled in. So yeah. So what I'm getting at here, guys, it's kind of funny. So if I go through here and we go to their website, whether we can find it in a hurry without ruining, what are we looking for? We're looking for Quam. So we put Quam. Okay, cleaning. No, that's not going to work. VS. There it is. So let's go to their website. All right. Remember, we've got to go through all this here again. We will do it. We'll go into expect. We will go into delete element. We will go into the next one, and we'll also do we delete element? Delete element. No, we need to delete that element as well, and we should have a white page. And there's our white page. Now, somewhere in here, if I search for AAA, no, we'll have to go to the security. No, let's go support, legal, Qvse. No. Lender, no. Assets, no. Copy trading. So one of these here is going to tell me everything I need to know on their website, but I can't find it. I'm just going to see if they had a search function. It would be quite funny. Pixel's yelling his head off. Stop it. Let's see what we've got here. English, that's good. Here, customer service. It's always fun. Anyway, I must have picked it up somewhere. AAA, they kicked me out of the chat room the other day when I was asking questions. I don't know why they do that. I thought they'd love me. Give them some free promotion. User agreement, it's probably there. Let's open that. Trading deposit, copy trading. Yeah, I think it might have been there. So let's have a wee look here. There we go. Alrighty. So that's brilliant. I wanted to bring that up if I could, so I can. So here it says, any dispute shall be resolved in arbitration before the American Association, AAA, and then put name of state. Oh, you can't make this shit up, can you? Really? So that's quite funny. I enjoyed that. That's why I like using ChatGPT, because it picks up stuff like that. Even I wouldn't have picked that up. Those placeholders appear. Now, where does it say that provision? The agreement. Under episcopal laws. I should have just read that, shouldn't I? Agreement. Participal laws. So I might actually go and do what I'm going to do. Episcopal law. I'm going to see if I can find the word law. 7. There it is. So I'm actually going to the agreement as agreement under the agreement states. I'm actually going to put that there. Going to put that there, and then we're going to add to the fun of this whole investigation. So what I did there is I made it so when we are reading it, we actually can now, people can read it and have a wee giggle along with me. There we go, and we'll hit refresh on that. And now we'll have a link where people can click on that and go off and read all about it. But anyway, you get the idea, a bit of fun there, lots of fun when you find these poor websites. Those placeholders appear in the document investors are being asked to accept. The government states has not been filled in, neither has the state where arbitration is supposedly meant to take place. So you got 50 states to have a guess at where the arbitration is going to take place. You pick which one. That would be unusual. That would be unusual enough for ordinary online business. That would be unusual enough for an online business. It becomes much harder to reconcile with the platform declaring in the same agreement, in the very same agreement, that it is a stock exchange strictly regulated by SEC and FINRA. Because theoretically, SEC and FINRA might have checked through all those forms, just saying. The document contains another contradiction. One section is headed non-registered investor advisor, while other where on Quam's platform, the company lists RIA, registered investor advisor, SEC regulatory, amongst its compliance qualifications. So at this time, we're sort of really realizing that they ain't got a snowball's chance in hell in actually crossing all those T's and dotting all those I's. They're just cut and paste from many websites. How many knows how many versions of BG Wealth Sharing we're going to find? It's the one that gets traction that always rips the hem off my 90. Then there is the liability case. Quam says that every part of its disclaimer disclaimer fails. Says that even if part of the disclaimer fails, the platform's total liability will not exceed the total amount of fees you pay in 12 months. Not the amount deposited, not the value supposedly invested, the fees paid. Okay. Whether the provision would ultimately be enforceable is a matter for appropriate legal jurisdiction, which we don't have any, which makes the unfinished governing law case even more remarkable. Boy, chat's great at picking that up. The agreement also warns that users could lose all or more than the initial investment. Now we're getting confusing. That caught my attention because elsewhere, Quam's roadmap says opinion and leverage trading is planned for 2027. Yet another page directly advertises leverage trading unlimited potential. So once again, Quam's own documents appear to be telling a different story, versions of the same story. I didn't need to speculate about what someone outside the company thought Quam's was doing. I simply compared Quam's statements with other statements published by Quam. They aren't lining up. Easy profits and professional traders. Well, this is going to be a laugh, isn't it? Wonder what these traders look like. Can you see them on the website? No. Can you see them on planet Earth? No. Maybe they don't exist. Let's find out. The heart of Quam's offer is to copy trading system. The platform tells investors they don't need to analyze the markets themselves. Instead, they can follow experienced traders. Where do all these experienced traders hang out? Experts or what do they call that word?
Quantitative strategies.
Quantitative strategies that allow Quam to automatically copy their trades. And if you're reading yesterday's newspaper, you're not really getting the news, are you? No, you're getting it yesterday. So all these copy traders, they buy it and then they sell it, theoretically. You buy it low and you sell it high. It's not rocket science. But if a trader's going to give you telling you what's going to happen, it's like you're working with a fortune teller, isn't it? He's going to tell you that this is going up, put your money here. And they tell you that their score rate's normally something stupid like 90% success rate. Have you ever heard it so batshit crazy? Warren Buffett said it quite good. You can see who's been swimming naked when the tide goes out. Always makes me feel like when the crypto is going up, it doesn't matter what you do. A lot of scams come out of the woodwork because it doesn't matter what they do. If they're crypto-based, they can pay people dividends out of the increase of crypto. But we're not in a crypto market like that at the moment, are we, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. Don't really like crypto, just saying personally. For something with a little investment, with someone with a little bit of investment experience, the attraction is pretty obvious. Quam describes copy trading as super convenient. Well, that sounds like me because I don't like all the hassles and I don't know how to do it. So anyway, it's super convenient. It's me. So you just can avoid complicated processes such as stock selection. They'll do it all for you. The same clientele probably won't do any due diligence either because they're lazy. Marketing, monitoring, and technical analysis, and tells them there is no need to choose. Just sit back and smoke a cigar and have a beer because they can directly copy professional traders. On the other part of the platform, the message becomes even simpler. Follow analysis, easy profits. That is a powerful marketing statement when the same platform specifically says its service is suitable for novice and people who do not have time to research financial markets. Wow. But when I examined Quam's disclaimer, the responsibility suddenly shifted. Yes, Quam says the traders displayed on its platforms are based in algorithmic recommendations, and it does not verify their trading strategies or qualifications. It gets better. Investors are told they must evaluate the traders themselves and accept the responsibility for consequences of following them. So these are our expert traders. They are the best thing since sliced bread. All the guarantees are there until you read the terms and conditions, and then you're on your own when it all goes pear-shaped. That raises obvious questions. How can Quams confidently market these people as professional traders and experienced trading experts while simultaneously saying it does not verify their qualifications? The same problem applies to performance. Quams promotes transparent performance so that investors can view trades, historical returns, and risk indicators in real time. But the performance figures displayed inside Quam's own platform is only as reliable as the data behind it. Where's it from? I want to know whether those historical trades can be independently verified. Are the real people trading through identifiable broker accounts? Like, can we see the real accounts? Can we log into TradingView or Binance or Crypto.com and actually see these trades? Or are these exchange accounts where they go up and down with the share market, which I'm not familiar with? Do the returns correspond with genuine transactions in the underlying securities? Who circulates the performance figures? Can an investor verify them outside the Quam's platform? Now, imagine you've got your phone here, right, ladies and gentlemen, and you download their app, even though it's not safe to do so on your phone because they will ask you to install a configuration file so you can install the app, which means you should go to the Google App Store or the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store to download your app if you want to be more secure. Now, I don't actually like any apps on the Google Play Store. It's a load of shit. But I know the Apple App Store has actually been pretty bulletproof for what apps they're allowed to be on the Apple App Store. However, as I said earlier, 6 or 7 investigations we've done, we have found that YouTube have allowed people to put their apps online. But if you have to install a configuration file instead of going to the App Store, that is a major red flag. Do not do that, please, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm available for people who have done that, who want sympathy, empathy. Then there is the recruitment infrastructure. Oh my goodness, here we go. Quam's menu includes invite friends. So let's go back here. We're looking for performance, copy trading. Oh, I think we have to go into the back end. I wonder if we can just go back. And if you really want to, you can invite your friend. So let's see how far we can go back. There it is. It's got the link there. It's in grey. I won't bore you and do that again. Invite friends. Does it? Oh, I don't think it actually tells you. Now we have to go in there. All right, 1 minute, please, caller. We're going to get rid of that box. Delete element. That's the box nearly gone. We will go up to. We'll go up to about there, and let's see if we can just get rid of that whole section. Delete element. Oh, there we go. So it's going to say invite friends, and we have the referral code all ready for me to sign up, and it will make that into a nice looking code. So that's quite cool. So there you go. So you can invite friends, and the URL scan.io captured on the 5th of August 2026 preserves a registration URL containing a invite code, FFF. Now what that confirms the platform is technically capable of attributing registrations to individual codes. Okay. At that stage, I have not established what, if any, Quam pays people for those referrals. I have not seen enough evidence to call it multi-level marketing compensation structure or claim that commissions are tied to deposits. Alrighty. So there we go. So we haven't found a whole team of people sitting in a Zoom meeting waiting for victims to pop in there and tell them that if they promote this, they're going to get a referral. But going from what we've learnt from BG Wealth Sharing, we know that's what they used to do. So no doubt if it gets traction, we'll see Zoom meetings near you giving you those tractions. And while we're talking about Zoom meetings, it would be rude not to have a look at least one of them. That's Scotty. And Scotty's one of my mates. So we're going to go for Jeff. Sue, how do we do? Jeff Sue? Don't know, that's a good name, but I just might open that up and see whether he's still going. It probably won't. It's pretty late now. No, nothing's happening there, but Scotty B. Greatness. He's a guy that promotes scams. We've been monitoring him. Anyway, but I know the invitation mechanism exists, and I want to know exactly how it is rewarded. For me, that is the larger issue with Guam copy trading proposition. Investors are being encouraged to remove much of the difficult decision-making from investing and trust supposedly experienced professionals instead. Yet the responsibility matters. Quam's own disclaimers tells them something very different. You choose the trader, you accept the risk, and Quam didn't verify their qualifications in the first place. So it's all just a load of bullshit, poos and wees, to be honest. Follow the money. Where are the actual stocks? Now, this is the really important part. If you're wondering if it's actually got stocks, well, you prove it. We couldn't find them. After working through Quam's regulatory claims and copy trading model, I come to the question that matters most to me in any investment investigation. What actually happens to the money? Follow the money. Quam says investors can deposit USDT, USDC, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, including through networks such as ERC20 and TRC20. According to the platform, customers receive an exclusive recharge address. That's just lovely. Their cryptocurrency is automatically converts to USD dollars, and those dollars can be used to trade American stocks and ETFs, whatever that is. Quam specifically refers to companies such as Apple and Tesla, and says it supports trading through markets including the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. Oh my goodness, this is so good. On the surface, that process sounds simple. Behind the scenes, however, the genuine transactions could involve considerably more infrastructure. So it sounds good that they do that, but the reality is that they would need to have a much more classier website. If investor sends USDT to Quam and subsequently sees Apple shares displaying on their own account, who actually purchased those shares? Who are the shares owned by? Which broker executed the order? Who cleared and settled it? Where are the securities held? Can an investor transfer them to another brokerage? Is there an independently verifiable trade confirmation showing that the transactions occurred outside Quam's own database? And the answer to that, without even looking, not even farting a jam jar, is no, ladies and gentlemen. It's all made up like a game of Monopoly. These questions become especially important when Quam itself says SEC, FINRA, SIPC securities dealer registrations is still underway. Gets better, doesn't it? Naming the USSE or NASDAQ on the website does not demonstrate that customers' orders are actually reaching those exchanges. Likewise, displaying a portfolio does not prove the underlying security exists. The number is on the dashboard, not the shares certificates. Quam makes another significant claim about what happens before the supposed stock purchase. On its cryptocurrency deposit page, the platform states it uses multi-signature cold wallet storage, and that fund custody is automated by regulatory authorities. Now we're getting really sophisticated, but I'm guaranteeing that before I even read this, that what they're saying they're doing isn't backed up by the actual what they're doing. If that statement is accurate, it should be straightforward to identify the authority conducting those audits, the entity responsible for custody and regulatory framework governing the customer funds. I have not seen Quam's identifying that regulator in the material I reviewed. The cryptocurrency component gives the investigators another way of testing the story. Blockchain transactions leave a public trail. If existing Quam investors provide the deposit address they were given, those wallets can potentially be followed to see whether customers' funds remain separated, converged into common collected wallets, move to identifiable exchanges, or travel somewhere. So what we're trying to identify is what they're doing with the money. We actually want to see the money go into an exchange and be used to generate money and then put back into the same wallet address where people can make money. Several investor addresses would be particularly useful because patterns are often become visible when transactions are supposedly independent accounts are compared. Quam also says the process work is reversed. Customers can sell their US stock and withdraw the proceeds in cryptocurrency or fiat currency. Taken literally, the platform is describing a complete financial chain: cryptocurrency to US dollars, US securities, US dollars, cryptocurrency, or fiat. So you can put it in, take it out, put your left leg in, shake it all about, put your right leg in, shake it all about. Let's do the hokey pokey. There should be independently verifiable institutions. Is that right?
Institutions.
Somewhere along the chain. We should be able to validate any transaction somewhere. That is the evidence we want to see. And at the moment, we saw nothing. Because ultimately, whether Quam dashboard says an investor owns Apple, what's it? Nvidia? What's that word? Nvidia or Tesla, it is not. Tesla is not the important question. The important question is whether those shares were ever purchased at all. So if you think you're sitting and you've got all these shares, technically speaking, you would want to know a little bit more about those shares to prove that they, A, aren't their holder, and B, whether they actually purchased the shares on your behalf. Where did your money go when you put it on the platform? Quam's BG Wealth and the questions that remain. The only reason I began investigating Quam is because the operation felt familiar. The combination of cryptocurrency deposits trading, copy trading, suspectedly experienced traders, and impressive regulatory language reminded me of another investment platform I have investigated. Particularly was BG Wealth Sharing. Yep. So I did that for a while. A resemblance is not evidence of connection. So even if they look the same, I shouldn't just draw to that conclusion. Thanks, GTP. When I found something more concrete on the 22nd of July, the Security and Exchange Commission of Ghana published a warning identifying online entities, it said, promoting and offering unlicensed investment products in Guam and Ghana. The regulatory stated that the entry on its own had not been licensed to conduct capital marketing activities and advised the public to desist from investing in their products. So if we go and have a look at that warning, we click here, it takes you off to Ghana, and it's sec.gov.gh. And before you know it, you're there. And in here, you can come through here and you can read all the names of the entities that I've just talked about. But the most important one you want to look for is here, and I think here. And you can actually see that these people have also been warned about BG Wealth. They should be called BG Wealth Sharing, to be honest. Same company. But anyway, so I was quite surprised to see that. Promoting offering unlicensed investment product in Ghana. The regulatory states that the entries is on a list had not been listed or conducted capital marketing activities and advised the public to desist from investing in their products. Amongst those names was the one that we just mentioned, Quant Vest Stock Exchange, and on the same regulatory warning was BG Wealth, which is hard case. That does not establish Quam and BG Wealth are operated by the same people, but I bet money on it. I have not established shared ownership, but I bet money on it, wallets, infrastructure, or management. And I am not going to manufacture a connection simply because two names appear on the same list. Alrighty, well, let's see about that in the future. What it does establish is that both operations came to my attention of the same security regulator, which publicly warned that neither was licensed to conduct the capital markets activities being offered by Ghana. The Quam was warning in particular particularly significant because the warning was particularly significant because so much of the platform's credibility is built about regulation. Yeah, so it's not us doing it. If you come here and you are hooting around the website and you go to the website the first time, what's the first thing that you see here? You see these registrations. They're telling you that they're all compliant. And it's pretty good if you don't know. You know, you can look at that and say, oh, that's real, that one's real, and that one's real, blah, blah, blah. But these aren't real. These are just all bullshit because their activities or what they allege or what they're telling you to do doesn't add up. So anyway, we've got a few tricky names in here, so let's have a read of this paragraph.
Investors are shown a FinCEN MSB registration, references to SEC regulation and RIA status, FINRA and SIPC, AML and KYC compliance, and claims that customer fund custody is audited by regulatory authorities. Yet Qvse's own material also says some SEC FINRA SIPC registration is still underway, while Ghana's securities regulator has separately warned that Qvse is not licensed to conduct capital market activities there.
Yeah, so it's a load of rubbish, really. And you just can't deny that. This investigation has therefore left me with questions Quam should be able to answer. So, and the questions are, in a nutshell, I'll probably repeat what we just listed.
What is the SEC registration supporting its claimed RIA status? Which FINRA-regulated broker-dealer actually executes customer stock trades? Where are those securities held? Which regulator audits Qvse's claimed customer fund custody? What entity operated Qvse during the 3 years before the Colorado Corporation appeared? What is the relationship between Mark Uden and the company today? Where is the claimed New York headquarters? And how are the qualifications and performance of Qvse's supposedly professional traders independently verified?
Wow. So, most importantly, if an investor sends cryptocurrency due to to them, and the platform subsequently tells them they own US stocks. There should be evidence outside their own platform demonstrating that those security actually exist. It's not rocket science. At this stage, I'm not claiming that every representation made on Qualms is false. Well, I am really. The FinCEN MSB registration, for example, appears to correspond with actual registrations, but it's not what they're registered for. But let's not go down that rabbit hole again. But FinCEN itself makes clear that MSB registrations does not mean it's recommends, approves, or endorses a business. That distinction is exactly why investors need to look beyond certificates. What's that word?
Acronyms.
Acronyms and impressive looking dashboards. Quam has made a substantial claim about its history, reputation, regulations, traders, custody, access to US financial markets. So it's not me making these claims, it's them. So now let's back those up, because otherwise we might as well tell people a whole lot of porkies. And if you can't back up those claims, then what's the point of making them in the first place, especially if you're using those claims to build credibility and create trust? The burden should not be on the investors to simply believe those claims. Quam should be able to prove them. Until that happens, I would not send any money to this platform. You heard it here first. And if you are already involved in Quam, I want to hear from you. We'd love to hear from anybody that's associated with this platform. If you still think it's the real deal, and why you believe that's the real deal, maybe you've got more money out of it than you've put in, means you're probably at the start of the pyramid, and you're probably stealing the money from new investors. That's what a Ponzi scheme is. Look it up. Sometimes you'll have a laugh. Deposit wallet addresses we want to see from. Withdrawal records, trading statements, WhatsApps or Telegram group presentations, referral information, and communications with Quam could help establish what really is happening behind the platform. Yes, so if you have put money into this platform and you've even lost it, we'd still like to hear from you. Those crypto wallet addresses, we love eating those up for breakfast. Give them to us. We can do some research. The dashboard can tell the investors the story. I want the evidence to tell us whether the story is true. So we've just made a whole lot of claims there about their claims being hocus pocus. If you want to know more about me and my team of Avengers, my name is Danny DeHeck, otherwise known as Danny DeHeck. And also, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we promise you that we will, if you hit that bell there, we promise you that you'll be notified when we go live. And every time somebody does actually subscribe, we get Sadie. She works under the desk most of the time. She will clean your screen free of charge. See you later, Sadie. Thank you very much. So check out that. Sorry, I'm a bit tired these days. It's quite warm in here, would you believe? And it does actually go to my head, make me talk a little bit funny. Tomorrow, we promise you're going to come up with something really exciting. If you go to Goliath Ventures, you can see that we're the head investigator, the head whistleblower for that company. So tomorrow, we're going to actually be taking a closer look at what we've discovered in the last. We've got 3 documents from government, and we've also got a cease and desist letter that they sent me, and then we've also got a lawsuit that they sent me, and now they're using those lawsuits to actually convince people, that we were right. So that's what we're really going to do tomorrow. So that's me for today. I don't think there's anything I need to discuss. We could have a quick look at a few other Zoom meetings just while we're here. But I don't think we're going to find anything live. But I always like to have a little wee look around to see if there's anything exciting on the internet. I haven't actually opened up my Avenger chat room, so I'll just do that now and just see whether there's anything I should know about it. We've got, what have we got here? We've got documents. Check out this page 12. Yep, so that's good. My Avengers are also quite excited about the fact that we were mentioned on page 12. That shows you all that hard work pays off. What else we got? I'm just going to have a look at a few other things here. We'll just open up a few of these here before I do. I'll stay live before I cut myself off, and I'll just read a few messages and get back to something exciting. So this is me logging into, what do we call it? Into Zoom. Nothing there, nothing here. I think there. We'll turn that off and on. Something here and something here. So what have I got to go through? That's good. Oh, I might finish early. There we go. Well, what have we got here? We've got cut and paste. Bob, Danny, are you there? You there? Yep. I'll just put, yep. Bob wants to know if I'm there. Yes, I am, but I think it was 3 hours old, but don't tell anyone. We've got given, so he's already been in here. So this is great. So Scotty was on. I don't know if this is me. Okay, cryptocurrency.
Hi, and welcome to Crypto Revolution. I'm William Woody. Now, as I say every time, I'll say this time, this is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. I'm just here to show you things I come across on this old Wild West internet we all occupy. Today, I'm talking about Dogecoin. Occasionally, I've reviewed a pretty gimmicky meme coin here. Somebody has created a currency associated with a foot fetish. Now, that's
weird. Don't think we want to go there. We have started an investigation onto the Onyx Reserve, which is going to be exciting. Could you run the script? Don't remove anyone's. Send me the CMRs. The second script made it. Don't put each PDF. Yeah, all right. Cross-reference a few names, immediately separate them out from that. That's good. Nothing there I need to tell you. State. All right, that's good. We've got another one here. They will be in jail. Next scam, they will not get away. All right, that's good. There's lots happening in the Avenger community. Looking at that. Yeah, so I get a few messages in here. People actually fell for this stuff. There was that. Yeah, okay. We don't need to tell you that. That's right. A lot of people are sending me the block. So this is the sort of stuff I get from some of my Avengers. Florida man charged by FCC over 397 million. So that's what somebody sent me. So now I'm going to send them back my whole article about it. They might actually like it. I'll just tell them. Yeah, g'day, mate. Actually coming to Orlando on the 18th of October. And I'm going to go see Christopher. So maybe we can catch up. And also, yeah, there's quite a few articles. There's about 15 different articles, actually, that come out. And that's one of the ones. I don't think I saw that one. But anyway, I did put together a blog. I'm actually going to do it tomorrow. There you go. So that's that one. So somebody sent me this article. We're just going to go through these. I'll maybe shut these down while we're here. Nothing's happening, is it? So we've got another article, Florida man. And what have we got? Start survey. It's an advertisement. Florida man. Funny when these people do the reports, they don't actually fish and find out who the man was behind that they were talking about, which is always quite funny. But anyway, obviously people watched it and they sent that through to me. Thank you very much. What else we got here? Barry left. Thanks for the info, but there's no refund. So funny how many people want a refund after losing money to crypto investments. Danny, we need evidence, so we need affiliate page, right? So Bob wants me to run something else, and Richard, right? That's interesting. Alrighty, so that's quite cool. So I'm just going to have do a bit of homework here. When I go to this website, which is my website, I often wonder how well we do with different scams. So yesterday we actually investigated a scam called Novacast. All right. And when you search for Novacast, you will find we've only done one blog on it. But yesterday we managed to hack into their database and managed to find 800 people, 800 names. And that means, but the names are very basic. When you look at the names, they're actually like Margaret Johnson, Donna Johnson. Actually, this is crazy. They're all Johnsons. So they've made up last names. Have you noticed that? I want to tell Bob. That's really interesting. I didn't pick up the pattern on that. Oh, Bob, listen to this. Bob, where are you, Bob? Are you there, Bob? Absolutely would love the meet soon. Says video not available. Video, yeah, because it's happening tomorrow. It says video not available because it's a placeholder for tomorrow's. Right, so what I want to do is I go back to Bob. Hey, Bob, did you notice that everyone's last name is Johnson? And I think that's a placeholder for when people don't put their last name. Have a look. So what Bob's talking about is really, really interesting. So what I'll do, I'm just going to show you something real cool. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something cool. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just get myself in order here. 1 second, please, caller. What have we got? Nova IP contract IP. There it is, Nova affiliate. That's what I want. So I'm just going to edit something, and I'm going to show you something 15 to 100. So we're going to go for 1,000, and we're going to go to 100. That's excellent. Alrighty. So now we're going to shut that down, and we're going to save. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to shut this meeting off so I can say goodbye to you guys, but I'm going to stay here. So it's just, this was recorded live, and sometimes I get carried away and I forget to close the live stream off, so I can basically put a stop. So if you've been looking at that investment and you're wondering if it's true, real, and genuine, it's not. It's a scam. Do not invest any money. If you want us to investigate anything that you're looking at, you can go to my website, dehek.com, dehek.com, and you'll see that you'll find a wee button down the bottom that says support me. And in there, you'll find links to where you can sponsor a review where we can actually investigate something. We've got some really cool reviews coming out. We're going to do one on the Onyx Reserve, another company that's claiming they can generate you between 3 and I think 7 or 9% per month. And they're doing all this investment for the sports players. So we're going to start doing a bit of breakdown on that. I've already written the blog. I haven't read through it yet. I haven't improved it. So we'll actually write it, publish it, and then we'll get some flack from the Onyx Reserve. Maybe another lawsuit. It'll be exciting. But anyway, that's us. We'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Danny DeHeck. Okay, so Bob's been jumping up and down here. Bob, get your ass in here. Bob, get your ass in here. All right, so Bob and I discovered something really cool. All right, so I'm going to see if I can go join. Okay, so I'm going to go to join. Boom. And Bob's going to ring up in a few minutes, I'd assume. And I'll put that there. Pin. All right, so that's Bob and Bob. So what Bob's going on about is we've got terminal. All right, let's see if I can bring it up. There it is, terminal. So what we can do now is I'll actually put terminal on another screen. We have discovered, let's go. We have discovered, is that going to work? Oh, that one there. We have discovered that you can actually scrape a whole website of data. So first of all, I'm going to show you this. So what it's doing now, it's going to a website and it's literally going through every affiliate link, grabbing their first name, last name, their phone number, and it's just going to go through there up to 1,000 pages of information. And that is incredible. We've never done that like that, but we asked ChatGPT to write us a script where it would scrape information. So have a look at this so you can see. But isn't this batshit crazy? So, but now I'm noticing there's a pattern with people's names, and that was that there seems to be a whole lot of Johnsons. So I'm now going to ask it to do an analysis of the information that we've got. And Bob wants me to help him. So that's pretty cool for us because we can use that for other things as well. Oh my goodness, Patrick Lang. Patrick Lang. I didn't even notice that one. Did you see? Hold it. Did you see? I didn't see that one. Patrick Lang has signed up for this. Isn't that crazy? So that's so funny because I think I've got Patrick's phone number. But get your ass in here. I'm showing people how we're doing this stuff. So the fact that that's there is pretty crazy. So then the other thing we did is we created a script. And the script was enabling us to, I don't even know how to explain it. The script was enabling us to upload an HTML page, and then we could click on all the links. I'll just see if I can find it. Scrape CSV public CSV. Might not be able to bring it up. Let's see if I can find it. No. All right, let's see if I can get it off Bob, because Bob and I was having a bit of fun with it. Let's go back. Names. So now we've got Bob fixed traded. Correct. No affiliates. There was an HTML page that we could go to. HTML. And there it is. So Nova links. So I just need to save that one back. Save as. And we'll put that, we'll actually put that in. All right, and you'll love this. All right, so let's say, well, I don't know if you'll love it, but anyway, we quite like it. So then there was another thing we could do, and we could have this HTML page, right? And we put the HTML page, and it automatically creates these in a 100 right through to whatever number I want. And that means I could click on those numbers, and I could go and I would be able to find somebody's first name, last name, and their phone number and their email address. So out of all that there, we actually managed to build a whole database using. So now what we've got is, I don't know if we can get this. Oh yeah, there it is. So I can do this sort of like, there. Yeah, so that same database is now turned into what we call a database of 800 people. So these are all people that we have now got their names, phone numbers, email addresses, all from public stuff, just open source intelligence. And now what we're doing, we're going through the database. And now what we're going to do is we're going to ask ChatGPT once it's finished. Well, it's not ChatGPT anymore. We're using what they call a Python script. So it's pretty cool from our point of view. It's pretty neat to be able to use open source intelligence stuff, scraping data off a website. And then what we're doing is we're ringing up these individuals now and asking them, do they realize that they're being scammed? And Novacast IPTV is basically like the Pirate Bay. They are grabbing people's live stream sports channel. So when the rugby players, whatever sport you play is on TV, you've got to have amazing licenses to be able to restream that content. But these guys, one-stop shop. You buy this box, you put it on your TV, and you can watch anything in the world. So they claim. But they aren't really selling that. They're actually selling multi-level marketing. So everybody that sets up an account gets a page, and they get an affiliate page. It's absolutely crazy. So if I go to this number 1000, I don't think there's anything past that. See, it doesn't exist. But if I start going 1002, it doesn't exist. But now I can write these scripts. So let's go to 111, nothing. So now we can follow their database. So if I went 888 and I put, there you go. So there's somebody called James. But if what we found is if we went to 001, I don't think there was anything, no. So, but if we went to 1, hold it. If we go to 15, there was somebody. And then they were all the testing accounts. So I just think that is so bad security. But if we go to page number 16, now we get Rick. So we can probably guarantee that Rick. So we can go through the first 17 accounts. And we can find jeremy-green.com. So now we can go to his domain name and see what's happening there, if anything. And there it is. So here's Jeremy Green, Remote Care Today by SHS, Remote Medical Teams to help healthcare organizations grow without the cost of additional staffing, but increase their revenue. And there he is. Here he is promoting Novacast TV. And now we find he's got all these other things that he's promoting that gives him a commission as well. And we can text him if we want. So let's text him. Let's see. We're going to text him. Hey, and then I can come up along here and I can find him. Does he allow? Yes, I can chat to him and go, "G'day, Jeremy." So now I've got Jeremy. So here's Jeremy. Oh my goodness. And this is, like to us, this is what we sort of do during the day, So now we've got Jeremy. We've found Jeremy. So here's Jeremy. And Jeremy wants me to text him to learn all about it. G'day, mate. G'day, mate. I understand you might be promoting Novacast TV. Novacast. Let's see what he says. And he'll be going, "Oh, look, honey, somebody's just sent me a text." So let's have a look. So let's see all the other things. So if I wanted to, legit tax, and all of a sudden we've got something here, tariff refunds simplified. So this is something that he wants people to. Now, if I'm coming down here, I'm probably now going to be looking for something that says affiliate, partner terms and conditions, how it works, partner portal, partner help center, apply now, eligibility checker, refund calculator, free tools. So I'm going to go to apply now, and I'm just picking on one of his thingies. Did you import goods into the US? I don't know. But I thought resources help support us for importers service. And no. So it looks like, what have we got? Determine if you qualify for tax credits. And now we've got, what's this?
Quick question. Are you still paying payroll taxes on your employees' tips?
Don't know, but I can just about guarantee that this will be an affiliate commission, something or other. When somebody signs up, they get a commission, and that's why he's got it on there. Now, affiliate marketing, hey, look, I made $100,000 in 4 months back in 2024 from affiliate marketing. It was great, and then it stopped. And people go, why did it stop? I go, I don't know, but I made hay while the sun shines. So I get affiliate marketing. I probably know more about it than most. So, but what I'm getting at, these guys will promote anything with a commission. They don't care about the product. They just want the commission if somebody signs up. They'll even encourage you to sign up. But what I'm looking for right here, right now, is finding other platforms that people like this are promoting. And then we can do an investigation on them. Calculate your return on investment. That sounds dodgy straight out of the gate. So you look at this here and you think, what's this opportunity all about? But, it just goes on and on and on. Remote care for your parents. And another happy-looking fella selling medical stuff. Excellent. Brain health. That sounds like something I need. And Jeremy, look, his name's up here again. He's just a top fella, isn't he? Yeah, okay, so that's good. Oh, there's another one again today. And we've got another happy pharmacist. And Jeremy Green, is he the pharmacist? No, he's the guy that's going to book a call. Let's book a call with Jeremy. We're off to calendly.app. Now we're off to calendar.gmail.com. I did not know that you could use this to do your Calendly appointments. So is this really? That's quite cool. I did not know that you could do that. See, I'm learning all the time. So if this is my calendar, theoretically, I could make it public so people could see my calendar. Didn't know that. Might have to investigate that. That looks like a bit of fun. All right, so we get rid of that. So book a call. All right, wonder if I could put Bob's number. That would be quite funny. Get people to book a call with Bob. He would love that sort of stuff. All right, send, earn, enjoy. So what is this one here? This is a free app. Earn cashback at thousands of merchants when you shop online. Oh, it sounds really good. You use this app, you shop online, and then you get rewards. Well, they can't be a bad thing to promote to your friends and family. Don't know much about that one either, but you get the idea. But this guy here, he's willing to help me. Isn't that going to be great? So I'm not really interested in that one. Thanks, Jeremy. I'm more interested in why you think it's okay to promote an illegal TV company that won't prove that they are legitimate. What is IPTV? Well, wouldn't we love to know? She wants to know. Anyway, so you get the idea. So I can actually go through that list. Right, and we're halfway through that list that he wants me to do. Here we go.
Just like many Americans, you're probably spending $153 or more every...
Oh, everyone, I'm not paying anything like that. I think I pay $20 a month for Netflix. But the interesting thing here is this guy's wearing a veteran uniform, and that's their target audience. And I can just about guarantee, because I haven't watched this video before, that they'll be probably at church and telling you to promote this to your friends and family. I'm just guessing. Oh, there we go. Happy lady, definitely AI. Oh, look, for $49 a month. Tick. Oh, happy retired Marine Corps. Oh my goodness, really? So they're going to help you get rid of your streaming services, your cable TV bill, and your sports package bill. And that's all because somebody has managed to give you a service that only cost, like, I think it was $59 a month. And not only that, they're giving half the money away to the affiliates. $49 a month. No fees, no equipment to buy, cancel at any time, and they're fully licensed, but no one will show us the license. Sort of really getting a bit worried about that. Just saying. Anyway, that's what we've been doing. So all those names, you can click on those. You can find somebody else, and we've got all their data. I think it's pretty crazy. I think that's going to be it for us, though. Bob didn't turn up. That's what the deal was. Yeah. That's cool. But yeah, I did notice that there's a lot of Johnsons. So if we went Johnsons, oh my goodness. So that is a bit weird. I reckon that is stuffed up. Because what I'm looking at here is this list. I'm just going to tell Bob. I think it's me who's made that problem. I think. Hold it. I'll get Bob. There it is. I'm just going to tell Bob. I think with Bob. I think I've stuffed up because I think what do they call that thing? ChatGPT has actually added the Johnson name onto the back of everybody. So I'm going to redo the whole list anyway, and we'll get a fresh one to you. What do you reckon? So that's Bob, and we'll put our thingy in front of it. Where is my thingy gone? So what I'm going to do is going to put that there. There it is. And I'm going to put that up there and send that away. Yeah, so that's my bad on that one. Well, that's not going to be a threat to anybody. So now what I need to do is I need to go back to here. And I need to go through and find that there on Go here. So I'm not too far away from being finished. Scam number 3. I think it was actually scam number 2. It was, and Novatech. And I'll just make sure that I didn't stuff up here. So now it's going to load Novatech. And there's all those names. The problem is the original list. Yeah, so that's all these Johnsons. So if we want to add, yeah, they've all got Johnsons on it. So I'm just going to have a look at that list. You've actually added Johnson. You've stuffed up. So it's actually stuffed up. I'm just wondering how many I've got on my list now. Yeah, alrighty. So I've got a problem. So Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. I asked you to put everyone's names in first name and last name. But I've noticed that everyone, or not everyone, but quite a few of them, hundreds of them, have actually got the last name Johnson. So I don't think it worked the way we wanted it to. Can you please help me fix it? I'm downloading the complete database again. What I'm trying to achieve is an importable, what do we call that thing? We're going to call it importable Importable. Oh, it's not working very well. Importable, they CFT. Importable. Can't find it now. Where's he gone? Oh, I know where. There it is. Let's try this again. 1 minute, please, caller. We're getting there. Importable. Where is it? There it is. Importable dot VCF file. Okay. Valerie Johnson. Yes, you could rebuild a complete database. First name, actually, no, company name. Yep. So yes, we definitely need first name, last name, company name as company name, email address, and phone number. Right. Yep. No intention names is merged. Yep. All right. So I'm just about done. And I also want you to remove anybody that doesn't have first names, last names, phone numbers, and email addresses. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I'm just about done. I also want you to remove anyone that doesn't have first name, last name, first name, last name, and a phone number. What I'm trying to accomplish is a phone list. I'm not too concerned about email addresses, but if they don't have a phone number, I don't really want them in the database. Alrighty. Alrighty, so that's going to be fun. So let's see what we can do with a database. So first thing is it's going to get first name, last name, phone number. Email is optional. We'll also have one. Oh, yes, and yes, definitely yes. Yes, definitely add to all phone numbers. Yeah, and everyone will have the company name. Company name. Dunk. Right. What else? Anything else? Anything without proper first name, last name, phone number will be removed. Feature entry as X Factor Solutions. Yeah. Yeah. However, yeah. So if let's keep the ones that don't have names. And have company names, but I'm not sure how to group them all together. Maybe we rename people who don't have first names and last names, and we just call them. Don't know, I'll see what it does. Anyway, so that's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing. We're at 282. Oh, you're there. Hello. Oh, there she is. We've got some people. Crypto Scam Hunter, JJI. Hello. Nice to see you here. Sorry, I've been missing the chat room. Crypto Scam Hunter. Who is that? What else have we got here? We're going to have a look. Susie, you're just finding that now? What are you talking about? Yeah, I know. You're just finding that now. I mentioned this to you yesterday. Oh, Susie, did you? They can replace subscription to Bob. Yeah, well, I didn't see that there. So what have we got here? So now what is it telling me? Have I got my information right? Yes, I can handle it this way. Your phone doesn't merge dozens of unknown together. People, first name, last name, entity records, blah, blah, blah. Changing the identical company can be contracted. Phone numbers, blah. Okay, so that should be, for example, entry would be whatever that means. Okay, that is better naming unnamed entities because Apple contacts may regard them as duplicates. Okay, this is better. Okay, so the final rule will be retain the original company identity, then non-general person name. Kind of feel excellent. Yep, that works. Yes, that makes more sense. Alrighty, now we're done. I think we've got to the end of the list. Right, so now I need to copy all the names. Okay, and we're going back. Would you believe? Boy, this is going to take a while. We're up to 600. We're up to 900. They can be replaced by subscriptions. They can't replace my subscriptions to Bob Hub. Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? We sign them all up for things. You do wonder though, don't you? Right. Actually, I might do something really clever because I can. I can actually send them all a newsletter. Let's have a look. This will be quite funny, actually. So here's the list. So we've just put the whole list into the database. And now what I'm going to do is after that does what it's meant to do, which will take a wee while, and I'm going to give it to Bob as well. Bob's going to be happy with that. And now we will press go and see what it comes up with. But in the meantime, I'm going to go back to my phone list, and I'm a bit perplexed by that. Did that though. And now I'm going to delete. Did you really notice that yesterday, Suze? Remove from the list. Delete. I can't believe we found Patrick Lang in there. He is just like, just absolutely crap, isn't he? Okay, so stop answering. Let's see what happens. So it's analyzing all that data and theoretically build it into done, rebuilt. So we've now got 700 contacts. So now I'm going to download that entire database, theoretically. And now I'm going to go to my phone, not my phone, my contacts, and I'm going to import. So it's interesting it's only got 700 contacts. I'm losing a bit of nerve on it now. So now we're going to go to downloads, and there's my phone list. And let's see if I break it. Yes, oh no, 746. Let's go add. Let's see what it did. I'll tell you what it's done in a minute. Don't think it worked. Do you let people on stage? Yeah. Do I let people on stage every day? Pop on stage if you like. Be nice to have a yarn. I'm trying to do something clever at the moment that's not working, so that's always encouraging. I know she does. You know, the other day I'm looking at my passport. Well, I'm not looking at my passport. She's looking at my flights, and she said, your middle name's got a spelling mistake. And I went, oh my goodness, how do you see everything? She's just like, doesn't miss anything. That didn't work. So we're now going to quit the phone contacts, go back and see whether it turns up. No, it didn't work. So now I'm going to do it again. Import. There it is there. I think she needs to get out more, really. You know what I'm saying? Right, let's open that. Let's see what happens this time. Review duplicates. Why is there duplicates? There shouldn't be any duplicates. So now I know what I've done wrong. Let's go to here. I'm going to go back to my, just won't be a minute. Everyone, hope you've got nothing else to do. There we go. It did actually import them, but it put them all somewhere else. Oh, there we go. It's done everything I wanted to do and more. So it just didn't put them in the right place. So now, because I've named them all the same. All right, so this is pretty cool. So let's go back to this screen over here. And this is what we got. So we've finished up getting all these people's names, all right? And every one of those has now got first name, last name. Now let's have a look and see what happened. So it's done it. Yeah, it's done it right. So that's so cool. So now I've got everyone's first name, last name into a list. Now what we need to do is I need to tell it to go back to here. Now I want a list of everyone's names. I don't need them with phone numbers or email addresses. I just want everyone's names. And I want to make sure, so I just want everyone's name. So if you can give me a list of real names only. I don't want company names in this list, but I want first names and last names. Right, so let's see what it comes up with. Oh, check your stage. Oh, sorry. No, you've got a, what have you got there? I've got a lifetime deal on flights. Laugh out loud. Where is Queen and Bob? Well, I thought you were Bob. Isn't that funny? Check your stage. I am checking my stage. Is that not on? Turn it off. Turn it on. Whoops. Interview on. All right, there we go. Alrighty, so here we go. Theoretically, is first and last names. Ah, there we go. Now we've got yours, Pat. Hello, Pat. How you doing? You're going to keep me awake. Now you'll have a mute button. I think I have to drag you onto a stage to actually have the button come off. Put a piece of sellotape on your camera if you don't want a camera. I don't think you can actually.
Yeah.
Ah, it's you, Bob. Why have you got a lady's name? Now, Bob, we want you in uniform. Have you seen how wonderful Nev looks these days?
I told you. There's 3 people I get in uniform for.
No, I
Pick
think
your
no, mate.
poison. Darlene.
You're actually heading towards a suspension. Okay, so we've got all these names. There's not that many names there. Did you notice
There's
the Johnsons?
704 names.
Yeah, how many names? How many real names? I just want to, so I've just put the real names right. So I need to ask, how many real names did we finish up with? How many real names do we actually have in this list?
Not modifying the list.
I've just given you the list. I've
I
given you
know. I'm saying, give me the raw, because I'm taking that raw file. I'm writing an email to Ace, who's in charge of piracy,
right.
and then we're gonna run another script to
I got it.
screenshot all the PDFs as
You're gonna
evidence.
You're gonna love this, mate. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do in a minute. So I'll just give you the list of people's names. Oh no, I won't actually. I've given you the list of all the people straight out of the database, so you can start doing whatever you like. I've also given you the VCF list, right? And now we need to actually clean up my list because I've noticed, I don't know why Susie let us away with it, but she's telling us that we also see all the Johnsons. Did you see that? We've just got a list
I don't know,
of all these.
you did. You messed it up.
Well, I think I have, but Susie let us do it.
I
So
have no Johnsons in my list.
You have none.
No.
All right. So I'm just now deleting them all. I don't know if you can see that. Up to B's so far. But theoretically, I've got to hit this 1,000 times, which is a bit. Well, no, I've got to hit it. How many times? I'm going to be 600. I'm up to C's at the moment. See what I'm doing, everybody? It's just friggin' exciting. No, I don't have anything better to do. Who said that? Check your stage. That's rude, isn't it? No, Neville's part of the furniture here. He's like, if he was, oh, look, we can even make it more fun for you guys. We'll get rid of Bill Smith, but I think he'll come back. So we're up to E's now. I think we have to blame Suze for this, though. We can't blame our ignorance. I mean, how can I add all these people in here and then not realize that there's, so many Smiths?
There's no Johnsons. Why are you deleting people?
Eh? No, there is. They're all Johnsons. Did you not see the screen thing I gave you?
Not on my list.
Nah. Yes,
There are original lists and no Johnson.
Yeah, I know, but this is what I'm saying. ChatGPT, when I told it to put people's names in first and last name fields, it decided to make it. Hey, look at the Johnsons here. Look, I've got Johnson. 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 I wonder if they've just used Johnson as a filler name when no one puts Johnson. Johnson. Lucy.
We created our own people.
I know, and it reminded me of what's that movie? That they the Terminator. What was the name?
Yeah.
And the kid. Oh, look, now we've got it.
Describe-
So, yeah, now we're there. Yeah, so now we're back to Pamela, Oscar Smith. What was the kid in the Terminator? And they were
John O'Connor.
Yeah, that's right. So we've got in the future, John O'Connor. Premium Stort Streaming Pool. Johnson. So now I just have to go through them up to R's, Premium Sport, Referral Marketing, and then we're back to Johnson's. So once I've got this all taken care of,
Yeah.
I can.
So,
save
like
it.
I said, our next step is we output a script to save every single person as a PDF,
Yeah.
and that's our evidence before they pull the Hank move and try to remove their data.
Yeah.
And that will go into the email that Susie will write.
Yeah.
I pretty much have it all written.
Oh,
I'm
no,
just
I'm already
making
going to
it a
write it.
solid case.
No, I was going to do
I
it
have
right
it
now.
pretty much.
Because I've got
written.
over. Well, can you give me a copy now, and then I can put it because I'm going to use it. I'm going to send them. That's what I was going to do right now.
Right to Ace. There's a
Eh?
company called Ace. Okay. Well, I mean, you could generate the one to Stripe right now if you want.
No, I'm going to email everybody on the list and tell them that this is what have we got? Because I've got well, I can write a list.
Don't write to people yet, because they're going to try to change their affiliate link.
No, they won't.
Yes, they
just
will.
scare the shit out of them. Just say we have there's. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll notify them that this is a security breach. Oh, you won't want me to do that. Now, well, you know, when we report these things, nothing happens. So why don't we just scare the shit out of the people?
Ace deals with this stuff. That's all they do.
Nothing's
So
going to happen. Nothing's
Yes,
going to happen.
they actually offer money for reporting these people. So
Nah.
yes, Ace does. IPTV is a different industry. Okay,
Right.
they pay like.
Well, what
good
about if
money
I write
to-
them in a message telling them that they haven't oh, you're going for a walk. I'm not far behind you, but right, there we go. So now what we've got, adding all these people back in, right? And then I come down to here. Pixel, go for a walk. Pixel's hiding under my desk because he won't put his harness on to go for a walk. Look at this, the Johnsons. It's pathetic. Right, and now we go paste. Oof. Oh my goodness. It did them all in a line. Wonder what happens if you save that as a line. That would break, won't it? Why does it do that? Is that code?
Depends how the.
Yeah, if I look at it, I'm interested to see what it looks like. If I go
Certain places
update.
will break it per line, and others will probably just make it as one big tag.
Yeah, I might actually. There's a lady under my desk trying to fetch a dog. Right. So now what we've got this visual, and we've got this great big long list. I can't believe Susie didn't tell us that we had all the same names. But anyway, that's okay. She goes, I did. I told you 17 times in 5 different chat rooms. And I'll go, oh, she's getting touchy now.
Well, in our original one, we didn't.
Oh, there we go. Now, see what it did? It goes off the track. So that's no good. All right. So let's go back to edit. Hey, so I'm mentioned in an SEC filing as journalist number 1. Did you hear that?
Great. Because when you listen to my recording off air, we're going to use that article.
Oh. Okay, off air. I want to send I want to send an email to all these people because I think that's going to be funny.
Do not send the email. This is my case. This is my case. Okay?
Hey, who scraped the database, mofo? Jesus.
Me.
Rubbish.
I helped write the script.
I want to write them an email and say, hey, welcome.
Not till we save the evidence.
We have
Hank will teach everybody.
Look, you're just hopeless. Now what we've got, now I want to go back to here and I want to say, is there any patterns to this data that would be useful for an investigator? All right, so now we've got. All right, now we go back to here.
prompt.
So now we should have.
Rerun the script.
Oh, look, mate, if I run the script again, I'm going to turn into Mickey Mouse and have 5 ears. All right, so
Rerun
now
the
we've
script.
got.
Output each affiliate or each link into a PDF.
Johnson. Now look at this. Johnsons. We've only got 6 Johnsons. That's better. Oh, that's a relief.
I don't know what list you're using because there's no Johnson on my list.
Yes, there is. Valerie.
No.
There is. Do a search.
Oh.
Look, I'm going to go to my other screen. I'm going to go back to the original database, that my Python script, right?
Okay, Mr. Bash command.
Is that what it is? Now I've got that Valerie. There it is. Look. And she's even got an email, Valerie Johnson Solutions. These people are mental. When you think about it, look, I now go search for her email address, all right? It was probably our Valerie. And now I've got Valerie up here. And I'm probably going to, there she is, Valerie Johnson Solutions. Now I've got a Valerie. But that looks like the same type of lady that would be ideal for this scam. Does she look like somebody?
I don't think the Johnsons.
Yeah, but whether it's the same lady. So I go to About Us page. No. Whatever I can, you can't, wasn't it good when you could search for an email address in
probably it.
Facebook? Could be.
Yeah.
No, oh, look. What have we got here?
I bet you that's it. That looks like Thaddeus, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's just highlighting the person's name.
6
You gotta use
Johnson
a more
is
sophisticated
much
tool.
is for me to handle at once. 6 Johnsons is still a bit much for me to handle at once, but yeah, we found them. Okay, so now we've got a breakdown. It says, yes, there are several patterns that I'm thinking are valuable. What is it saying? Duplicate people with the same records. There's a few, which we already discovered.
Right, because yes, that's fine, because some, like Scotty says, for some reason their system is stupid and not designed properly, where you have to sign up as, if you're a subscriber, you have to sign up as a subscriber on one link, and an affiliate link as an affiliate on another link.
But they're crazy, aren't they? That they've got they've got so much sophistication, being able to grab all these streams and these TV programs, but they can't even get their own programs working to the same standard that they theoretically claim you know what I mean?
The X Factor, RGT.
All right, so now what I want to do, now I want to be able to import these people to a mailing list. Can you please provide me the perfect mailing list import? I want everybody who has an email address only. Okay, so let's see what it does. So
That's everybody.
Well, they don't, do they? Oh, well, okay. So
That's
now we're going to
everybody
go.
minus like 80 people, I think. I think there's like 80 people who don't.
So where is it? Coffee.
Or 88.
Mail.
It's a weird
part.
number.
So now I've got list. Okay. So now I want to do a new list, and I want to call it Nova. What do they call it? Nova Cast. IPTV. Alrighty. Visibility. I don't want it to be visible. What have we got? Description, public description. No, new list. Save. Confirm. Use global to vote. Confirm your subscription. No. About. All right. So now we go save.
After we save everybody's PDF, we should send out a picture of like, do you know this person?
View
send out a picture of Scotty's wife. Let's
go view subscribers, and now we've got import. Oh, that's not right. That's sorry, everyone.
So we're going to save everybody's thing, like I said, as a PDF, and then we're going to send an email. Do you know Hank William?
Import.
Did you know he was in Transact Card?
Yeah, well, I think we could use it for a bit of fun. How can I clean my list? Go proceed to import. Upload a file, and it says what the CSV file. So now go to, have I got a CSV file? I need a CSV file. Oh, that's what I
Yeah,
need,
that's what
right?
it should have exported unless you changed it.
Yeah, well, let's see what it does. Come here. Let's go. Rightio. Yes, I need a CSV file. I need a CSV file. Could you please create one with everyone's name on it? First, last name, email address.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be enough. Right, let's go.
Now you can do what the marketers do. Hi, percent name
Yeah, that's
Valerie
right.
Johnson.
Yeah, hello. We are. Oh, I know what we could do. What about promoting propaganda and tell them that IPTV has been sold to Netflix? So please stop your connection and sign and sign. Oh, that would be funny. What can we do? We'd like to play
I
a.
have plenty of ideas. We're gonna have fun, okay? First, it's going down next month because
Mate, the scam will
write the
be
email
over
to
next
Stripe.
month.
No, it won't.
It
Write
will.
the email to Stripe, and it will be over next month because
Uh,
Stripe will not want to be associated with piracy.
right.
They don't
Oh,
want to lose their deal,
yeah.
and that's how they're taking payments right now.
Mm-hmm. I've also removed. Okay, so what has it got now? So done. Oh, there it is. Right.
Plus,
Plus.
by taking down Stripe, everybody who has affiliate commissions won't be able to withdraw it because it'll be frozen.
Yeah. Okay, so here's
And
our
then we start the propaganda. Say, hey, if you'd like to reach Scotty,
report
or
list.
Scotty's not willing to pick up, then wait, listen. Then when it's frozen, and we can send an email say, if you'd like to reach Scotty about your commissions, give him a call at this number. But if he doesn't answer, try his wife's phone number. And if she doesn't answer, try his cousin, Dale.
Yep. It's good. All right, look at this.
Scotty gets
First
like
name. I'm not listening to you. I'm busy.
700 calls a day.
Create a new list. So we're going to have Nova TV. Set to new subscriber list, subscribed. Update existing subscriber status to subscribed. Update existing subscriber information, first name, last name, tags. All right, import. So now we're importing. 600 list. Right. So now we need to create view subscribers. Let's see what we got. There we go. Action
Make it
required.
like
Upgrade your plan. Upgrade now. Refresh limit. No, I can't do that. I don't want to upgrade that. I sent an email last night. Would you believe that's a pain? Congratulations, your risk is over 1,000. Says your plan is limited to. Oh, that's no good. So I can only do 1,000.
then don't touch your list.
Yeah, I don't want to touch my other list. Oh, because I've got 1,300 subscribers. Well, that's not fun. Oh, I'll just go. So now I'm going to delete that. Okay, so now we're going to go to. Yeah.
And send Bob the script.
All right then. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, but I did come up with another script the other day. I told you, didn't I? That was somebody wanted me to do something. So how do I get rid of this list? Import, export, new subscriber list. Go to list.
Well,
All
if
right,
you name the list, you should be able to delete the list.
Yeah, what a pain. Excellent. Good.
Or export the list as a file for me.
Well, I don't need to because I've already got the list and I can just send it to you. So don't worry. Don't panic. Not missing out now. Right, list, private, edit. We're going to go to move to trash. All right. Now, we should be able to go back to here. And we should be able to go to list. Refresh, I should say. Refresh.
He was just so stupid today. Like, oh my God.
What happened there? Subscribers. Did it not delete them? Subscribe. List. Look, I told you to delete it, you mofo. Oh, okay. Oh, I need to go to trash. Oh my God, is this really that good? So now we got to go here and you empty the trash. All right, now we go empty the trash. This cannot be undone. Yeah, okay. That sounds good to me. WordPress users, pretty sure about that. Empty trash. Boom. And now we want to do refresh and we get rid of the red. Well, that was exciting while that lasted. Oh my goodness, are we still here? What have we got? 2. I haven't got 1,000 list. I don't like this. Upgrade. Recalculate. Try that one there. Recalculate. Refresh.
Oh.
It'll probably do it. It's probably going to say in the last 30 days now. It's just stupid. So we go to list. Oh, I think I know what it did. There was a trash. Oh, you can't do that trash. Oh my goodness. 2. Oh, yeah, upgrade now. I'm not upgrading, but if I go to upgrade, this is why I hate MailPoet. It's just friggin' painful. So if I refresh subscriber limit, it should now count my subscriber limit and work. But it's going to say, oh no, we can't do that within 30 days. But anyway, I did an update. So let's get rid of that idea. Let's give Bob the list and let Bob do all the spamming. Is that the one? Where's Bob? Download.
Well,
and
he's gonna be pissed because Danny's gonna take down Stripe, and then Steve's gonna.
I want to have a look at this other service that I've got though, because I reckon I've got something cool coming up here. So I've got these people that reached out to me and said, "You are one of 250 excellent." What did it say? You are amazing people. So I'll see if I can find it. This says I was one of 250 people to be asked to be in this amazing list. See if I can find it. At email. Here it is. So okay, so this is LinkedIn. It's called Norcent. Okay, so Norcent tells me that I was selected to be able to use their system as a ground up user. What do they call it? Brown scratch. So if I go to home, are you still here, Bob? Oh yeah, you're there. Right, so then we go to inbox. So somehow I've got to figure out how to use this piece of shit software. Oops, this beautiful software I got given. Edit brand. Chat. So now I have to look at setup. Let's get sending. So let's open the wizard. Website, upload files, set up branding. I don't want to do that. We just want to go next. Okay, upload your CSV files here. I don't like using stuff like this because I don't know if I can trust, 650, well, importing contacts, looking good so far. I wish they never let me use this software as a beta tester. Okay, send from test sandbox. Oh no, so add DNS records, add domain. Oh, Pat's back. I wonder where you went. Added. DNS setup. Hello, you're back. Oh, block Bob, I can see you. How do you do that? You're on here twice now. Now I've got echo. Recheck DNS. It wants me to do pending, connect or register one-click setup, DNS records. One-click setup.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
Can you hear me? Easy.
Yes.
Continue. I reckon this is where
How am I on here twice? I glitched it.
What'd you glitch? Powered.
Prestige.
What's the name of my provider? Well, my provider's not in there because not everyone lives in there. Can't find your provider. Go to manual settings.
Batman Stringer. Oh, this guy.
Oh, what is he? He's a friggin' nut job. It honestly is. He's friggin' nuts. Bounces. I'm not doing that. I don't want to set that. Why can't I use theirs? Just leave. Why do I have to use my DNS to send the emails?
Stop messing around with the emails.
No, I want to send. Free. They tell me that I'm sending it. Oh, we're in trouble. What have we got? Add. I don't even know what that is. Claude DNS. All right. Set up brand kit. Verify domain. DNS records. I'm not doing that because these sites you don't even know who they are, and you think, oh, if I set this up, they might have access to my domain name. Take off my site, or find out where my site's, hosted. I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to do that.
Touch nothing.
No. Technically speaking, I could put SMTP and it should already let me send it through.
Right.
Domain limit reached. Update required. Ah, you piece of shit. So this is another friggin' piece of scam mofo stuff. How do you get rid of your account? Delete account. Say goodbye. Friggin' out. Delete your account. Delete your account. Please contact support. Friggin' heck. So where's support? Friggin' heck. History. Please delete my account. Well, where's support? Please delete my account immediately. No questions asked. So ask anything. How do I delete my account without contacting support?
You can't.
How to delete my account? I don't want to set up things. Oh, what did you want to set? Oh, okay. Subscription planning. Subscription planning. Oh my goodness. Where do I go? Dashboard. On the dashboard. App. Settings. Account. All right. So go to, this is crazy. So you go to settings and account. Okay. And I've got a pro account free of charge, but I have to pay to use it. How does that work? Stupid. All right. Add a brand. Settings. Danny. No. Can't get rid of it. Contact your agent. Here. Nothing. Log into this. All right. Go to Danny. All right. Delete account. Please delete my account. No, I'm just going to go back to the email and just say, please delete my account immediately. These people are crazy. 250. Is Bob gone? He's still there.
I'm still here.
Yeah, paid any money. All right, Matthew. Thank you for really appreciate it. Oh, look, just delete my account. Stop using it. That one there. Richard. All right, there we go. Hi, Jeff. Sorry, mate. This is not working out. It's too complicated. I hate it. G'day, mate. Sorry, this trial is not working for me. It's not what I want. And I'm trying to delete my account and it tells me I need to contact support. Can you please just remove me from your system 100%? All the best. Thanks for inviting me, but this isn't working for me. I don't want to give access to my DNS of my domain name. End of story. And then an end of the story. Right. He's going to come back and go, oh, we want to help you. And I go, I don't care. Just get out of my life. It's too complicated. Oh, that hasn't worked then. So unless I email them one at a time. I wonder if I can do that. A BCC. Would that work? Oh.
Go and email them. I'm emailing them.
Oh, come on, Bob. You're no fun.
You write the letter to, you write the letter to Stripe.
What? I don't want to write a letter to Stripe. How do we know the Stripe?
Because I spoke to somebody and I said, they're getting money through Stripe, right? Is how you pay? And he's like, yeah, I pay by credit card through Stripe. I was like, thanks for the confirmation. You
Yeah,
just
but
got social engineered.
that can't be right. So if we go to Novacast, right, and we're on here now, and I'm so excited, start watching now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, start streaming now. Look at that lady. That's my affiliate lady. That looks like ET. All right, start streaming now for $49 a month. Right. Okay, so I'm going to give them all my personal details. Oh, I know what to do. AXLB.
I think
There we
that's
go.
the lady's website, if I remember right. I think I looked it up somewhere.
We got Alex Bianco. He's really handy, old Alex. He's helped me out with a lot of signups. Alex Bianco. Password. Let's just go for the same front part of my password. Phone number. Oh, let's go for 4175806080. That should do it. Streaming password. Or let's just use the same one again. Alex Bianco. Okay, heads up, this machine matches your password recommend different code. Heads up, this matches your password. Well, that's pretty clever. Let's put an exclamation mark at the end of it then. Oh no, let's put a 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we've got to add payment method. Agree to the terms and conditions, which have we gone through those? 1, 2. Oh, this is interesting. I think we've done this before. So if we went through, how did we get the terms and conditions? Did we go select day? Okay, so if I go back to our original investigation that we did on there, and then we went to Nova, we might to Nova TV, and I'm going to say, I'm not sure when we did the original investigation whether we did their terms and conditions. So I'm just paste those in there. And then what else we got? We've got their privacy policy, which these are friggin' ridiculous. Imagine Netflix having privacy policies like this. And it doesn't even, it's crazy. And look,
You have that for your.
I think we have,
right.
because I remember the name that comes up.
It's saved there. You can hit the save file.
Well, look at this though. The name that comes up is this one, launching soon. And that's what's in their terms and conditions. And it's not even Nova TV. So you wouldn't even know if you're signing up. But anyway, so we're here now. I'm going to add a payment method, processing. Who's it going away to? Add payment. Right. So how do we know who payment method it is? Like, who is taking my credit card? Right click, inspect. Right. Now, I wonder if I can go.
There's not many credit card processors, Danny. Most
No,
of them
but look, I wonder if we can
it's
just
either
highlight the whole lot.
Square Trade. See, look. It's
Look at
probably
this.
Stripe. Yeah.
What if we can just, wonder if we can actually get this whole thing over here. If I can get that there. There we go. Look at this. Now we've got it. Now it's pull a payment storage. So now what I want to do, because I can't copy it, is just screenshot it. Right?
No. You
Yeah.
right click, view source.
No, it's a friggin' pop-up window. So we'll right click, reload frame. Oh, reload frame. That's going to be good. Oh no, reload frame. I want to view frame only.
Open frame or
Yeah, view frame source. View page source. Reload frame, inspect. I think view page source is going to be the best one. All right. So now it doesn't give me, it gives me outside the frame, not in the frame. Which is okay. So now we want to add that in there as well. So what we're doing here is we're trying to figure out who the payment gateway is.
I found the login.
Cool. We're trying to find out who the payment provider is so we can warn them that this company has got a security breach with their privacy. Let's see what it says.
AC Media Group is the login. That's another domain. So they have like 3 domains.
That's crazy, eh? So view frame source. It should have view frame only. Search, get images, view page source. We've already done. Inspect. How do we console sources? Well, maybe that will help us. So polyfills is
wow, this is a real company.
Here they are here. So look, they've got images. I think we've found it. I think it's actually pillar-payment web link. So if we get that, and maybe just chuck all that in there, and then here, and then we've got, okay, so what's it saying? It's saying web hub link. Did you find that already?
web hub link.
Yeah, filter, Braintree, Novotel, payment infrastructure. Pillars. Yeah, so there is their pillar. So if we go to there, that should be showing us the homepage of the payment provider. And it says no. Reload. So it'd be web hub link. Web hub link. Web hub link. That should go somewhere as well. But so far not good. Okay. Card.
Wait a second.
We don't yet have enough evidence to say web hub link credit card processor. So it's basically I'm here. Ooh. Built fraud protection. Well, it's nothing. Okay, so how can we figure out who is paying, who is doing this? I'm going to go error message. Nothing yet. Have I got a credit card? Why would I put a credit card in here and take the risk? I do have a credit card, and it doesn't have that much money on it, and it's a Prezi card. So that would be interesting.
A privacy card?
What do they call it? A Prezi card. Oh, I haven't got it on me.
Prezi card.
Well, a Prezi card, like somebody gave you a Prezi. But, I mean, I don't think we need to do that. We just need to... Start streaming now. Secure, cancel anytime. Yeah, it's all shady stuff, isn't it? All right, I think we're wasting time anyway. But that was exciting, I must admit.
Oh, right. What's the link to that place? Hyper, what is it?
Hyper whatever?
What's the link you said?
Don't know. Anyway, tomorrow's a big broadcast because we're going to do this one here. I'm famous now. I've been mentioned in SEC stuff as Journalist 1.
Okay. Well, if we're calling it, and go listen to the recording and send me a message afterwards.
All right, I'll do that. Yep, I'm just going to have a look at Neville to see whether Neville's been working today or he's had time to update his image. No, not yet. He's going to do it later. Going to hit refresh, make sure. See, Neville's looking good. Look at him. Basically, a prepaid card, Bob. Yeah, prepaid card. Yeah. I don't know why it's so blurry, though. But you need to upload it again and make it look pretty. Because you've got to look pretty, Nev. But yeah, we don't know why. So that's good. There we go. We've now got their database all ready to be emailed spammed. It's going to be a crack up when they get emails from management, from Stripe. We're actually reversing your credit card. That's what you want to say, is all your money's been reversed through your payment provider because you've signed up for a fraudulent thing and your credit card will expire in 7 days' time. Please update your credit card because we have your numbers. That would cause them havoc. That would be a good one, Bob. Have you thought about that idea?
I'm thinking of several different scenarios.
Yeah. My one's the best. Cause havoc, cause disruption. Tell them their credit card has been jeopardized by Novatech taking illegal transactions from them, and they'll have to get a new credit card in a few days' time. Anyway, guys, that's me for today. Wasn't the most exciting broadcast in the world. However, I did find it fascinating about another like-minded scam similar to BG Wealth Sharing. We showed you how we scrape data from the internet now. We're like the big boys in town. We use Python scripts to get data off the internet. And it's been a long day for me, and I'm going to take the night off after I've edited my video and put it online so you can watch it tomorrow. Any questions? Put your hand up in the chat room. Nev, you can now have to find some other entertainment. What else does Nev listen to if he's not listening to us?
Other scam beaters, probably.
No way. We're going to meet them all soon. But anyway, there's a secret. But yeah, you guys don't know that.
Oh, if you think it's great now, wait till me and Jim Browning team up.
Yeah, I know Jim Browning. He's my buddy, mate. He's the man.
Me and
He's
Jim.
the man. And we updated our list, so now we should be able to. No wonder I couldn't find anyone on that list because they're all friggin' bogus names. That was a bit
Give
embarrassing.
us like a straight month of me and Jim. To like, holy crap! Look how much money these guys are taking out.
Yeah. Did you see me doing the demo on Discord server? Are you on Discord? You are, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you got
I
what do you
need
call
I need one device to sync all of my devices.
it? Yeah. Did you see this?
I have like 10 devices.
Hello.
Okay.
There's some other. Before we go, there might be something interesting. 29. Whoa. So what does that mean? Hello. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. 29. Security Exchange Commission. Wonder if it actually mentions me in there. No, I'm looking at something else now. People are going, "Hey, Dan, have you seen this?" And I go, "Yeah, man, we've seen that. Look at that screen. It's been naughty again, isn't it?" That's how we roll. Boom. That. What are we going to do after Live Ventures dive?
This in. There's been a data breach at Novacast. Christy Merker has leaked your information. Please give her a call.
Oh, you have to make it better than that, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be yeah. Oh, you put a phone number, support phone number, and make it Hank, or make it some old lady who's that's what we want to do. A 10-hour Bob. Oh yeah, please ring up and listen to a recording by Bob's Support Center. It's going to be freaking hilarious. So what have we got? Redo the entire list. Don't remove anyone. I redid the list. All right, so you're happy. You're going to send me a recording after we get off air, and I need to
Go
find.
up the air so we can talk for a little bit.
All right, everyone. Say goodbye. Bob and I are going to stay and have a romantic moment. See you guys in the next video, and watch the rerun in the morning. I'm Danny the Heck, and we're the Avengers. That's what we do. When you're not doing nothing, we're still here fighting scammers. We love it. We're living the dream. That's 3 hours and 20 minutes of my life I'm never going to get back again. See you in the next video. See you, Nev. Bye, Nev. See ya. What's his name? His name's real cool. What are we calling him? Lockdown.